TPC and Toy Daddies, TPC and Toy Daddies.
Welcome to the ToyPic Community Top 10, brought to you by the Toy Daddies.
Hey! I don't know who's hosting.
I want to say it's you because it's never me.
Well, what's going on, YouTube? Welcome to the ToyPic Community YouTube channel where we, the Toy Daddies, celebrate the top 10 toy photography pictures from around Instagram as voted on by you guys. So the chat's already bumping. Thank you so much. We were just trying to figure out a little bit of chewy internet issues before we kicked off. But that's right. Let me introduce my fellow toy daddy over here. Tickle, tickle, tickle. There's my man, No Chewing. Hello, hello.
What's going on, Mr. Yimbo?
Oh, I'm good. I'm very excited because I have a couple figures to unbox today while we are sitting here hanging out. My quick little story is go visit if you have a Macy's with a Toys R Us in it, because my neighbor Dan, the Captain 1134, just picked up 2 of the Quake figures because there's the 2 head swaps. It's Quake and Maria Hill. So $11.43, 50% off right now. And I ended up going, and I was going to get 2 of her to do the same thing. But then I went, oh, I never picked up the US agent. So since I'm getting more into, like I told you, the comic guys. I mean, I've always done both comic and MCU, but definitely way skewed towards MCU figures. So I'm now, the pendulum has swung the other way. I feel like after the Guardians wave, I don't know if I'm going to be picking up any MCU guys, like, at this point, you know?
I think don't write it off. I think
I'm not.
Should,
yeah.
I think anyone, a lot of people, I get it. There's there's a movie 3 times a year. You're going to see a variation in the costume, but not something dramatic. Especially after all the Iron Man and the Captain Americas. Yeah, there was a lot of them. But I don't think anyone really regrets having all the Iron Man figures because they're just cool. Or at least I don't regret it. You don't regret it. No. But I just think about all the movies that are going to come out, like Deadpool 3. No one's going to write off those MCU costumes. Like, you should definitely buy those.
It's true. That's what I mean. I don't think, like, I'm not writing them off like I'm never going to get any. It's just that in the past, I was always getting, like, I have so many MCU figures now.
It's harder because of how much they came out over the past 3 years.
Right.
But now they're slowing down. So I think you'll find more space in your wallet to be like, all right, well, maybe I'll pick up that Nick Fury.
Maybe. I mean, I actually have been enjoying Secret Invasion. When that show, I forget how many episodes. There's one tonight.
I think it's finale tonight.
Is tonight the finale? Okay, so
I think, or maybe I'm a week ahead.
I'm not sure. Either way, when this show ends, going back to my buddy Dan, he's like my comic expert, so he's actually been going back and reading the comic storyline, and one of my upcoming Sunday streams, I want to do a whole spoiler cast where we talk about the show, comparing it to the comic book. And so you're welcome to join in too on that night. So whether it's this Sunday or the following, we're going to be doing that. I guess not this Sunday, probably maybe the following Sunday. I think there are 2 more, this one and next week, I think.
Okay. Yeah, we're getting closer to the end. Overall.
Yeah. And I want to make sure we say hi to the chat because we have so many buddies in here already. I just noticed Machu Toy real quick at the bottom. He goes, "Where's Chris?" So Toy Father is going to be joining us, but he has his Toy Father responsibilities, so he'll just be joining us late. So no worries.
Funny enough, and I haven't tuned in because it's recorded tonight for Between Two Sentinels, but it appears, without knowing that's recorded, that they stole him.
They did. I know, that's true.
That's where Chris is. The Sentinels took him.
Yep.
Over now. He will be joining us very shortly. He was on a boat. That's all it is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wasn't even
No,
sure.
that's my ongoing gag. Is like he's always on a boat in the summer. That's why he doesn't attend cons or he's not available on weekends. He's always on a boat.
But just so everybody knows, because I do see some of the in StreamYard, the little chain link, we are multicasting. I'm sending it over to my channel too. So just so you know, obviously we will be able to pull up your comments if you want to watch the show through my channel. But I always encourage everybody to hop on over to the ToyPic Community YouTube channel so you can be part of the main chat. So this way you guys can all keep chit-chatting along as we go through the show and, you know, trip our way through different production aspects. Oh,
absolutely. You know, we started the show with production complications.
Yeah,
I imagine we'll meet.
It's what
we'll
we do.
meet all
It's
together. You, me, and the chat. What up? We can handle it.
Exactly.
Let's also say hi to them as well.
Yeah, so let's get going. So we have 88 Figs in the house. What is going on, Ozzy? Thanks for joining us. Everybody's favorite copter, Thanos Copter. Hello, hello. Ladade, how are you? Thanks for joining us this evening. Oh, our man Jace, who made the top 3. It's Storybook Heroes over on Instagram. Thanks for joining us, Jace.
Crushing it.
Dude,
it lately. I mean, not late. I mean, it's been great, but
yeah,
his stuff really
is
popping lately.
Arson Fist, again, thank you for joining us tonight. I see, who is this? Oh, Wyatt Smith. It's Copper State Bricks. Hello. Thank you, buddy. I got to scroll down so I can look on the right. My camera's blocking.
The Dog Gaming.
Hunter the Dog Gaming. I like it. That's an awesome name. Hey, our boy Zach, a.k.a. Sequential Plastic, part of Behind the Plastic, also on YouTube with one of our community favorites, Sully, Not a Bird, Not a Plane Photography, and everybody's favorite turtle boy, TMNT 1987.
Playmates, newest favorite.
Yeah, Playmates' newest favorites. That's right. Yeah, amazing. And McKinney, thanks for hopping on this evening. Like I said, if you wanted to join the main chat, you're more than welcome. But if you want, we will still pull up your comments if you just want to sit back and listen to us discuss all these amazing photos tonight. This is Toy Addict 17, co-host of Toy Talk and A Worthy Addiction with Unworthy Collector on Thursday nights. There's a boy Danny, and today is the hashtag #TA_Black and Wednesdays, with this month being a splash of yellow.
A warm splash of yellow.
Oh, warm, like pee-pee. And there's the Machu Toya low cream with the crop.
So did we come to a conclusion on who Jay Shot would be as a wrestler in the classic early 90s, late 80s?
So Machu and I had a little side convo like after the Sunday stream, and we definitely not the Rockers. There's no like we got it, like he was explaining the whole backstory about how Jannetty, you know, is ruined that tag team for whole personal things, for all sorts of nonsense. So no, we do not condone or advocate for the Rockers comparison. I happen to still like my Mega Powers with Hogan and Macho, but even that one exploded. But Macho said, I forget who told him, but suggested that Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. And I said, oh, that's beautiful, because even though they fight forever, they're still the bestest of friends, and it's love. Mm-hmm. not that Matt and John fight at all.
Kevin Owens is my. If I had to choose someone currently, Kevin Owens is my favorite wrestler.
Dude, Kevin Owens is great, man.
Super likable. Can't not like him.
Yeah, and you've been late, like you know, you've joined, you know, rewatching. I mean, I don't know how deep you've gotten in terms of like actively watching again, but when as
active as TikTok is allowing me to do.
Oh, that's right. You're doing like catch-ups that way. That's right. Okay. Yeah. So I was like super before all the like getting into the toy stuff, being a toy guy, all that. Like, I was like a weekly watcher. I was watching so many hours of wrestling a week. And Kevin Owens, I think it was back in like 2014 when he came into NXT. Man, that whole ascent and then him going to the main roster, like that was such peak. I mean, he's still amazing, but like I have such a deep love of, and that was like, even like with 13 years of indie experience behind him, you know what I mean? So, but like I fell in love with him when he came into NXT because I wasn't watching PWG or any of that type of stuff. So, yeah, Kevin Owens is awesome. Fight Owens, fight. It's great. So that's a great comparison.
It just doesn't help my design because I want because I have Machu as um Machu Man,
Right.
but I needed J-Shot to be in the same era so I could have them next to each other.
That's why, like I said, Mega Powers, if we just focus on like the early portion of that tag team, it works in my head. It works in my head.
Yeah. Okay. I think we should still workshop. We'll workshop it. Let's move on.
Yeah. Get posed. Thanks for joining us this evening. I'm going to also remind you again, if you want to be part of the main chat, come over to the ToyPic Community YouTube, or just again, enjoy as we discuss all this awesome stuff. Macho saying we have Chris Hostage, Cal the Collector, my man Carlos is here. Thanks for joining, buddy. I owe Cal specifically a Mezco Superman review. He's the one that like hyped me up to get. He was one of the few people that like made me hit that buy now.
I don't think
button.
anyone told you no.
I know it's true, but Cal was like so he's been enjoying it. But I specifically want to do one of my single review videos for him.
Oh, I meant to send it to you. I saw someone do a custom head sculpt for that Mezco Superman to give him like a more comic-y hair with a little bit of the blue.
Man, I was looking at pictures again of the not Clark Kent, and that has 2 head sculpts, and they were blurred out.
Now.
But there are the 2 head sculpts, so I'm thinking. Like that was another huge reason to get this particular Mezco Superman, because that's what's going to pair so beautifully together. Just being able to throw on, like, I don't know about if the hat is stuck on one of the heads, which would be fine because then they're giving us one without the hat. So I don't know. Speaking of,
this was rather inexpensive figure too. It was like what, like $75, $72.
Yeah, I mean, not that it sneeze at, but in terms of like the stuff that we talk about, yeah, like compared to again like a Mezco, yeah, no, it was definitely like fairly priced for all the stuff that we're gonna get. But I just had the bell go off because I have to remember. This could be our first poll question: should Yimbo pre-order Mezco Indiana Jones? Because today's the last day. I know. Not to get into a whole sidetrack while we're still sitting on the chat.
We can take a pause and think about that. People in the chat, if you think Yimbo should get Indiana Jones, Mezco Indiana Jones, I'm not gonna hop in the polls. I'm having technical difficulties.
That's right. Yeah.
Verizon doesn't like me again. Go figure.
True.
Maybe they heard me tell them to go F off on a previous stream. If that's what you think should happen, type in hashtag indie yes.
Yeah, and also if you were thinking about pre-ordering, like those of you in the chat, is that something that you're jumping into that line? I know that when I hopped on last Friday to Unparalleled, I wasn't on his stream, like this particular one. On Friday night he had Unparalleled Universe had on Robo from Whoosh, and I love Robo. And in the chat at one point during their 4.5 hour stream, again, they're like us, so like we could talk about toys for hours. Wade had to go deal with his dog, so Robo just kind of had the show for a second, and I asked him if he was going to get it. He said he's sticking with just the Hasbro stuff because they all like just for the uniformity of the look on his shelf. He just wanted to stick with that.
That's a good point. That's a very good point. But if you didn't go Hasbro and you have a bunch of Mezcos, it goes really good with your Mezco shelf, even though I don't think the head sculpt really looks like Harrison Ford's.
It's slightly.
It has a Dennis Quaid quality to it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's just a little off, but it has the removable fedora and the cloth goods. Like Indy is the perfect figure for.
And I don't think they look too baggy either. I think they look Indiana Jones.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, like I mean, I know it's baggy, but then when you look at him in the movie, like it's a baggy. He's not. He wasn't wearing slim fit clothing.
That's the reboot. He's in skinny jeans.
So yes, let us know in the chat as we continue to say hi if I should pre-order, because this is it. Today's the day to put in our pre-orders if we're going to do it. 78 points of articulation, fellow boomer. How you doing, buddy? Jimbo's illegal bootleg stream. That's hilarious.
I believe we call it non-licensed.
Yeah.
All right, I think we. Oh,
Did we get everybody?
Tony's fans.
Oh, Tony fan, what's going on, man? How are you, buddy? Thanks for joining us tonight. Get Post said, never Janetti yourself. That's hilarious. Oh, Hunter the Dog Gaming is dynamic photo shots. If you want to pull that one up, that's awesome. All right, thank you.
Which
Awesome.
one?
Hunter the Dog Gaming. So he said, I'm dynamic photo shots over on Instagram. So very cool.
Okay. Perfect.
Excellent. And then Macho was saying NXT was fire back then. And yeah, Cal can't wait for the Soups review. I know. I'm going to get there. I promise. Oh, Glentastic's in the house.
88 DeLorean, yes. Just jumps right over.
I didn't do the DeLorean. I should. I don't know. I didn't do the DeLorean.
I
There's
think
too
we
many.
still have time. I think I'm going to, on that final day, really consider it.
Are they still having the early 300 one, or is that now officially gone?
They kept going. Like, it was supposed to be 1,000 people. Last time I checked, it was 1985 for a little while. I thought that was perfect.
Yeah.
But then it went to like 2250. I think they just keep upping it.
Right, which is good. I don't know. There's just so many. I have to make decisions, man. I keep saying I have to stop buying toys, and then I keep buying toys.
Well, talk to Chris. I know he backed the DeLorean, but I also know he's probably really thinking about that cat lair.
Oh, I know. I saw the pictures. My buddy Lago Figs from Toy Migos posted a bunch of shots. D Blake just shared some in a group chat from people at Comic-Con. It looks...
Super 7 has a quick reel up showing it off in the display case.
Okay. It looks insane. I have zero space for it. So I'm out. Plus that price point is also another like hard pill to swallow. But not that it's not worth it. It's just that I can't swing it. So it would be amazing. I know Toy Father's thinking about it. It looks so good. It's massive. Did you see Lionel standing in front of it? Like
in Lionel's not a small figure.
No, that's what I mean.
7-inch scale.
Yeah, he's massive. So like this thing is so enormous. And what's really great too is the fact that it is like a playset, so it opens up, and those rock formations look really great. So you have
all of it looks great. Like
you can shoot it as a toy photographer. It is a toy photographer's dream. It's just,
I think it's for a fan dream too.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying this is our toy photography. Sure, this is our toy photography channel. We're all toy photographers.
I get it. I'm sorry. I put a poll on my own IG channel because I want to do more drawing, like painting and 3D printing, and it doesn't fit on this channel, unfortunately. It doesn't make sense.
No, you're right though. It's as a Thundercats fan, if you are a shelf display person, I mean, it is spectacular. I just think when I see it through the eyes of a toy photographer, like there's so many like different ways you can capture it.
Absolutely, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's like, I guess it's not insane. Like it's real. I mean, price wise, like I said, it's just a lot in one shot. It's what I've spent on over the course of time on different dioramas and setups. Like if I added, so like you in one shot get something from a toy manufacturer that you can again photograph in all different sorts of angles, and you can mask it in so many, so it doesn't even have to be the cat's lair. That's what I was saying about those rock formations.
Yeah.
So,
oh yeah, it can be. For me, when I saw it, I'm not a Thundercats fan, but I have a growing collection of Animal Warriors of the Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of fits that, and I don't know, but I'm not gonna get it because it's a lot of money, and I'm not a big Thundercats fan. But the quality of it, I think it's great. I think it is a lot of money to consider. It's not a small decision, but I would probably, if I was a fan that was really considering it, it'd probably be a decision of, will I ever see this again in my lifetime? Will anyone ever do this again? This feels like it's the ultimate last one.
Oh yeah. It's just
we got Concentrate in the house.
Space. And money. Always money.
Well, money
space,
first and then space.
Also,
you make room for the things you love, Yimbo.
I know. I guess I would have to make a lot of concessions though, because I am literally. One of these days, I've had people ask on the stream to do like, not that this is a big basement, it's not whatsoever, and I've shown enough of it off through reels and things, but not to doing like the walking into it.
Ooh, one day when me and Chris come to visit New Jersey, we should do like an MTV Cribs of your toy basement.
I mean, again, it's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's only 5 steps down into a room. It's not a very big room, but it's.
But it has little rooms, 1/12 scale rooms inside that room.
That's true. There's universes within this actual 1-to-1 scale room. There's so many different universes here. Bat caves and superhero cafes and Yimbonias and Yimtropolises.
Yimbonias. It's amazing what happened to Yimbonia. Now it's a Yimtropolis.
Yeah, and one day, this will be changed up to have our fellow boomers 78 points of articulations Mirage Turtles Dio.
Yes,
I can't wait. I can't wait.
He's cranking them out too. It's beautiful.
He's killing me though with his photos because he's been using this in all of his pictures. And I'm just like, you're making me jealous. I haven't.
But the fact that he has so many in production right now, could you imagine the shots he could capture if he wanted to? Like the long street. Just
oh my god, yeah. He probably is working on it. I'm sure he's got something cooking. So who else do we have in here? So Green Get Post. Oh yeah, so Cox Great. Hey, what's going on, Josh? I was playing with the SHF of Venom that you graciously sold me. I love that figure very much. So I will shout out again. Well, again, Josh, you're the best. But that figure, I thought I was good on just the Marvel Legends version, and when I got this one in hand, like it is far superior. Just so everybody knows, like if you were on the fence about it, like if you have the Legends and you're happy with it, then stay happy with it. But man, SHF really is surprisingly a significant upgrade from
what I welcome then, Yimbo, because I was considering it first.
I know. I beat you to it. So Get Pose, if we go back up real quick, he said the Green Ranger was my first purchase. Since then I've gotten Bishop and Destro, but Indiana Jones just isn't my bag, so it just depends on if you love Indiana Jones or not. That's a very good point. That's what we always talk about, like if it's going to bring me joy, bring all of us joy,
I'm a big proponent this year of just buy what you love. You don't need to complete a team if you don't love the rest of the team. You don't need to go in on something because everyone else is going in on something. You don't love it. You don't love it, and you're not gonna learn to love it.
Yeah. It's really hard though. I was doing some straightening up down here earlier today, and just thinking of even just like loose figures. Like, okay, like what can because I've pulled stuff down. It's hard for me to even fit like. Well, I'm like, oh, I don't want to sell them. Like I have my tubs. I have 2 different little tubs of like McFarlane toys, which I went from buying a bunch of them, being unhappy back in like 2020, and now they've drastically improved. They're a lot of fun to play with now. Every sculpt is amazing. He's giving us all sorts of characters, not just obviously tons of Batman, but not just Batman. But they're all living in a tub just because I don't have display space, and I'm like, but I don't want to sell them because what if I want to shoot one of them? What if I want to photograph somebody?
What if I'm gonna buy a Batmobile or a Batcave and I need some McFarlane figures?
Well, I have my Batcave from
still in that line. If you love them, keep them.
Yeah,
you're not gonna get a bunch of money back for them, and it's not gonna clear up that much space for you.
Right. It really is for me, like when we were talking with Chris about, Chris Con and having our table set up for the Toy Daddies and TPC, and like we're going to all each have some toys to sell. I think it's just stuff that I have to really look at that's in box, because even loose figures, like I've opened them for like these 2. I'm going to crack these open tonight and I want them. Like I'm happy I have these now. So it's stuff that like, that's what I keep selling, is stuff that I've had sitting on for all these years. Like I actually it was a little hard, but the Mattel, remember how I've talked about in the past, the Mattel 1966 Batmobile? That's like one of my prized vehicles, but I never unboxed it. So I bought that back in like 2005-ish, something in there, and they had that whole 66 wave.
Yeah.
So I had the toys, and I just sold the figures. So
Did
now
you?
I'm like, yeah, I sold them. Not for like any kind of like crazy money. But I had the Batman and Robin 2-pack where they're climbing up the wall, because like I looked at the figures, I'm like, they're not gonna bring me the joy in posing. Like they look awesome, and but I'm not gonna have fun if I crack these open. And it's not like if I hang on to them for another 15 years, they're not gonna be worth like astronomical money. I didn't think. I don't know. I could be wrong, but who knows?
No, I think.
Oh no!
The car.
Wait, you're bugging. You froze up for a second. I was like, oh no!
but audio wise, did I freeze up?
Yeah, you just cut off for a second. It's okay. It's okay.
Verizon.
So you were saying like something about, I heard the car. So you were making a point about the figures, but I didn't.
Oh yeah. If you don't have the car, or if you don't have the figures, what's the point of the car?
Well, the car is like so much better than the McFarlane one. And like I have the McFarlane one, and I have the Batboat, and I have the little, like, I figure if I ever decide to shoot or photograph, like Batman 66, I'll just use those McFarlane ones that he's been cranking out.
How about this? I'll just slowly start building you a Batcave diorama that just has little cave parts where you can just like put your cars and vehicles like in the comics.
That's what I do need. But that Mattel one is so significantly better, and that actually is scaled for 6-inch. It says it right on the box, like first Batmobile in 6-inch scale or whatever. Like, so the McFarlane one, which I also own, I tried to put a Figuarts Deadpool in there, and it doesn't fit.
Oh, I think you convinced yourself. You're keeping it. All right.
So that's why I'm keeping the Batmobile, and I figure, and that's why I was like, I'll keep the Batmobile. I'm gonna still keep it in the box for now. But then the figures, I was like,
imagine how much that's gonna be worth in 2066 when it's 100-year anniversary, and you can sell that.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
Like $1,000.
Maybe that. Well, yeah. And then now you're gonna you can't look. I'm gonna make the point I always make when it comes to toy collecting in this hobby. Luke Cage, forward. What is it? Always forward. Forward always. Like I can't look back. I shipped them out. They were sold. I can't look back. They're gone.
No, I never owned them. Keep the car.
The car I'm keeping.
The figures. There'll be more figures.
Right.
Someone's gonna make it again and again and again.
So I see Thanoscopter. I know he asked like who backed the Cat Slayer. Obviously, the two of us are not. But again, in the chat, if you're thinking about it, or again, that's another one that we would love to know about. Let's see. It All Figures is also in the house. What's going on, Sean? Thank you so much. I got the stickers that I'm gonna give to the boys of the drawings that you made for us. Thank you again, man. And another fun little thing, Chewy, because you're getting into drawing, and you drew a Super Yimble, which I love deeply. It All Figures has been posting not just his toy photography, which is beautiful, but like comic strips. Yeah, stitches. It's great. So keep that going, Sean. I love it all.
Fantastic. I love the style of it. I love that it's funny too. Like he has a good comedic sense of humor.
Yep.
And it's something I'm really enjoying. So yeah, keep it going. But also, Unparalleled Universe talked you up real good on his last stream, I think on Tuesday. And a lot of people were asking about your username and all that. So you got a nice, good shout out. Well deserved. Absolutely. You're a fantastic artist, photographer, artist.
Oh yeah. Oh, because he was talking about the wood board that Sean was drawing. It was incredible.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he just did that free hand.
Yeah, Sean is
probably just touched the piece of wood, and all of a sudden the sketch just appeared in the grain.
And that's what I always say. We have many talented friends here. We are very fortunate. You're one of them. You're one of my many very talented friends, Chewy. But yeah, It All Figures, man.
Trying to be.
Let's see. Clint Isaac says it's impressive. Lots of possibilities for the non-Thundercats fan. Yep, that is for sure. Arson Fist, I like that. Mortgage Cat Lair, if you went up a little bit. Wait, if you're already giving me the side eye. That's why I don't have the Marvel Legends Sentinel, because it was before I really did the live streaming. It was before I did live streaming. And I was just doing the toy photography. And at that point, she was like, please no. Now, I think she'd be supportive. She's a very supportive spouse.
I think
so.
she'd be supportive now. But if you
Yeah.
said Cat Lair to her, I think she's
She'd
still
be like, how much? She'd be like, how we have children.
like the last home, fixer upper bill, and that's like half the price. You're like, no.
I know. Hey, I don't even know how much my next car thing is going to be. Although I plan on fighting the dealership on this, because I already got fleeced back in May for the same issue. I'm putting hey, you guys. I know I'm very smiley and nice, but I can harden up if I need to. I know syntax. I know.
I know phrasing and all that, and I'm a big New Girl fan. So like, I almost want to be like, I can't. No, we keep it clean. We're good. We're moving on.
We haven't crossed into the late night with the Toy Daddies yet. We're still in the early goings.
After midnight, it does become that. Weren't we on the same stream with Chris? And we're like, after midnight, we start drinking.
Yep. So let's see. So Toy Chris make a great Toy Daddy spinoff. Yeah, man, that will be fun. We're gonna get to see each other all in person very, very soon. Machu Toy and I are gonna be doing a road trip up for ChrisCon, so we're gonna get to see you fellas up in Mass. And then for Legion's Con, you're going to be coming down in my neck of the woods. So yeah, we'll have to figure out some in-person type of goofy spin-offs things. More content for y'all if you enjoy it.
Hunter the Dog has a question. SH Venom or SH Carnage?
So this is the one thing I have a very quick point to make about it. SH Venom, I would go for because he is huge and beefy and awesome. The Carnage, while it looks stellar, last week we had, it came in our top 3, right? That Carnage picture that was just with dripping and the saliva everywhere and just amazing. It's bigger than Venom. So it depends on how you like your Carnage. Do you like comic book accurate Carnage where he is smaller and more like weaselly and conniving in that way, or do you want the movie version where he is just gigantic? So that would be the question to ask yourself, Hunter.
Kaiju Carnage.
Yeah, like he's enormous. I'm still thinking about it though because of how much I like the Venom. But I would personally, my vote would be go with Venom. He also has the awesome tendrils and stuff.
Are the tendrils wired? Can you pose them out?
You can pose them. They're not wired. They're on joints. So you can spin them around.
Really?
There's 2 different balls and ball hinges. And then, you can angle them around. 2 balls.
Two different balls.
2 different balls.
Like, oh, Carnage. You got 2 different shaped balls.
Yeah. Storybook, our boy Jay said, use the loose figures as extras in a shot. Dude, that's kind of what I already do. That's like, if I haven't taken a wrestling photo in a long time, but like, all of my wrestling shots are the audience is made up of all characters that I've purchased and like don't have any big ideas for, so I just throw them in there. Like right now it's She-Hulk, Robert Muldoon, Jurassic Park, Casey Jones from the movie figure, Lobo, Sabretooth.
Are you gonna get the Muhammad Ali?
Yes. Wait, that is out.
Is that tomorrow?
I think that's tomorrow. It's hard to keep track of all of these drops. And again, I shouldn't be buying
all about
anything
today, and I'm mad that I didn't get RVD.
Well, I have. So this is another good talking point real quick. So what I understand, so a lot of people were freaking out that Walmart started getting updates. I got one. So I got RVD right at 10 o'clock, and it got the pre-order. It's purchased in my purchase history. And then I got a text like 10:05. Like literally 5 minutes later when it was sold out, that said pre-order price match guarantee, and it priced out to $0. And then a bunch of people in my G.I. Joe chat were talking about how their stuff from the last collector thing in the fall that haven't even shipped yet, like that zombie Cobra guy and a few other people were also getting priced out to zero. But I think it's Walmart's system. And then people were saying that they, through Facebook stuff, yada, yada, yada. It's been basically confirmed that it's either a glitch from Walmart or that it's just the system. It's not charging you now. It's going to charge when it ships. So it's pricing you to zero until it comes in. So it's in my purchase history. It is Walmart. So it's fingers crossed that I actually do get RVD in hands. But yeah, that's the best so to alleviate some concerns if for those of you that tried to get anything from
the better question for RVD is, do you have a trash can and a table and a ladder? Because
of course I do
all of that.
Yes. And I do have an elite RVD, but I love the Ultimate figures, and this one looks amazing.
I hope that this is just the exclusive version. They're gonna have another one later in the fall in different colors.
I mean, now they have him, so yeah, he's somebody that literally you can just he's made for repaints.
Yeah, he's had several costumes,
and yeah, iconic looks.
Although they didn't do that with Jeff Hardy, which I was surprised about. Maybe because it didn't sell well.
Yeah, like that was another one of those figures I bought at retail and then could have grabbed him on clearance.
They chose a very strange version of Jeff Hardy, though.
I know, and I only bought it because it was an Ultimate, and I was like, well, I guess I guess I'll get this one. But he was not my ideal Jeff Hardy. Like I wanted Hardy Boys Hardy.
Yeah, if they did that, like they did with the Usos.
Yeah,
you get. I don't think it's a 2-pack, but they put them all together as a tag team.
Mm-hmm.
But that classic version of the Hardy Boys would be fantastic.
Yeah, and even just any of the modern versions, like he's still wearing the same Jinkos and with the I need long hair Jeff Hardy. Like I got that weird little pixie cut Jeff Hardy figure. Like it was an odd decision because that wasn't one of his primo eras.
No, yeah, I agree. And Jeff Hardy was my favorite wrestler, and I didn't buy it because I'm not going to use that version.
Yeah, I have to find a reel for you. There's this dude that made one that was so fun, and it was like when the music hits it, it's like when you were in middle school, and it's just like him dancing, doing the Jeff Hardy, in all different spots of his house and in the public, and it's just good. It cracked me up. By the way, so Wesley K, hello, thanks for joining us tonight. He said $1,000 and 26 will buy you a cheeseburger without fries. I know that's been sitting up, but now that I just got to read that's hilarious.
Yeah,
and also
it's really funny, and he's probably not that far off.
I don't want to. It's driving me crazy. I know.
Oh, do you see this?
Ooh, let's see. So wait, we're gonna do the Odie's book later this year. Oh, dude!
I want a signed copy. I'll buy it.
Amazing. Oh, that's awesome, Sean, my man.
And we got stickers by him. We knew him when.
Yeah. Oh,
when he was making stickers for 3 Schlubs on a podcast.
Don't forget us when you're enormous. Hey, what do we got to support? It's like I said, fingers crossed. For Wade and for Sean, but I
didn't realize how much you backed on Odious because that morning I was doing dad stuff. I was with the kids, so I was going in and out, and then I rewatched it last night because I'm like, I want to see Yimbo and him shine with some other people. And when you're like, I'm gonna back a body, I'm gonna back a weapons pack, I'm gonna back another figure. I'm like, yeah, but what's happening?
I know. I got very
10, and that's how I thought we were gonna stay.
I was in the Maju 10, so I'm still getting. So I will have 2 full Odiouses, but then I got ODI and then a weapons pack, and then it was so funny because I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get a plushie. I'm gonna get a little O, and I'm like, I have twins. I can't just get one. And they're like, you just said you gotta get 2. I'm like, I get 2. So my wife after the
plushies, you just kept going.
Yeah, my wife, she goes, so wait, so you back some stuff, huh? I was like, yeah. It's okay. We just did I told her after I cleared out, I did our financials for the rest of the summer. I'm like, yeah, so this is gonna charge at $112, but look, we're good. We're good right now. But yeah, it was funny. I got the side eye,
I'm Josh. I'm heavily looking at the Hot Toys Batman Forever. Josh has taken a 2-month break from purchasing new toys, and he's looking to come in strong. Make up that ground.
Dude, Val Kilmer, I'll say, like, that was a choice that in my childhood, I was still devastated it wasn't going to be Michael Keaton, but it was Iceman from Top Gun. So I was on board. So I still have
that was the perfect age for it.
Yeah.
It could be Batman freaking it was anything. Like, even Batman and Robin. I still went and saw it. I was still excited to see it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Post that, seeing it, less, but it could have been anything.
I will say Batman Forever, Batman and Robin is very rough to watch now as an adult. But Batman Forever, you can still kind of laugh through because again, Arnold is so goofy.
I think there's some
time for the fleas.
Does he sing? There's a part where he's singing, right?
Oh yeah. What are his lines? If you could tell me in the chat, people, what were some of the iconic the Arnold lines? Because I'll continue to give you some terrible.
To see you,
Jim Schwarzenegger. All right, get posed. Oh, you skipped over real quick. Get posed about the Carnage. Going back to that combo. I have the Carnage, and he's enormous. The holes for the tendrils on the pop out, really gross though. It's going to head to a new home soon. Oh, the holes for the tendrils. Oh, really gross though. Interesting. Is it like from a looks perspective, feeling perspective? How does that work? And then get posted. I also got the Ultimate Edition Mr. T. It rocks. Yeah, that was another one I paid full price for, and now you can get it for like $13.
It's still cool. I mean,
it's great. I mean, I'm happy I have them. Again, another figure.
Predict what's going to be clearance though, or if you're going to be lucky enough to find that clearance item. So, again, going back to what we said, buy what you love.
Yeah, right. You can't play. I mean, you could. Now I'm like more comfortable playing that, like waiting. At that moment, there was such a drought on Ultimate figures that, like, when those two went up on Target, it was Hogan and it was the red shirt Hogan and the Mr. T, and I'm like, I'm just doing it because I wanted any Ultimate I can get my hands on. So let's see.
Let's address this one.
Yes.
Under the dog. How do I join the top 10 photos? So there's a number of different ways. There's a lot of nominators out there associated with ToyPic Community now. ToyPic Community isn't actually one of us. We're just the faces for the channel, and we're allowed to nominate photos from time to time. There are boys over on the TPC Discord channel, also a place where you can get nominated to go to the nominated for the top 10, as well as on IG. There's another team that curates and nominates as well. So what this ends up being is that a week of photos get posted on the ToyPic Community Instagram page. I think 30 to 50 on average. I'm just speculating at this point. A lot of photos get posted, and then people can vote with their likes. And the top 10 for each week, from Friday to Thursday at midnight, the 10 highest liked photos go forward. There's a number of other things that we do as well. We do a secret hashtag. So when you use the secret hashtag, you can go in and get pushed. You can submit a photo with that hashtag. We pick 3 from that pool each week to be featured. Mm-hmm. And then at the end of our show, we do a hashtag giveaway, a feature giveaway, a fast pass. So then your photo gets featured. But ultimately, it's voted by the ToyPic community, not members, but people that just see it, they like it, and then that's how it ends up in the top 10.
And it doesn't matter how many followers a person has. Like when you get your photo up there and you're using the collaborate, like the ToyPic community is amazing for months and months. Ever since that collaboration feature went live, they use it for all of these features. And like we had a top person come in with 100 followers, right? And we were fortunate enough to help get that's right.
They had 100 followers or 50 followers, something small, and they were just starting out, and they shot a photo of Mobile Suit Gundam, and it just resonated and took off.
Yep. So just so you know, also what I was looking at while Chu was filling you in. If you go through the reels on the ToyPic community, the account has there are different ones. This one is about 5-6 rows. It's a little ways down, but you can see Toy Mirth's face. You can see a familiar face in Chewy over here. But
I show up every Wednesday, so.
But yeah, so it's Toy Tish, Montumaru, Lost in Trans. Oh wait, no, that was who won.
No.
That's who won that week.
Let's just name drop Lost in Translation Photography. Fantastic photographer.
But on the reels, there are the ways. There are the different reels that list all of us. And then even ToyPic Community has been using Threads too a ton.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yep.
To promote and to get features out there too. So again, it's amazing. It's so much work. We appreciate this opportunity and like our little aspect to helping get eyes on your photographs. But yeah, so definitely check out the Reels section because all of the different nominators, and again, join the ToyPic Community Discord because they give out features. They had a whole feature week where they, all of the features put up were from the Discord. So a lot of different ways.
Yeah, absolutely. We are pretty far back in the chat.
Yeah, that's what happens when we start getting sidetracked. I'm just going to start shouting some people out. So like Cal the Collector, I went about a little bit before, higher than you, but it said Walmart charges when it releases. Also, Cal said I stick to the WWE Elite figures, and that's fair. That's fair. So for me, I went to Ultimates because I knew there wasn't going to be I'm staying somewhat in my lane. I love wrestling.
That actually makes a lot of sense. If you're a big WWE fan, Elite is where you're going to get a lot of the wrestlers that didn't necessarily win a championship.
Right, and a lot of different looks too. Like different, they go through the different eras, and those have gotten really fun to play with too. Get posted. You'll see the Undertaker Gobbledygooker 2-pack Ultimate. I did. I'm probably gonna pass on that one. It's very silly. I
think you revisit that decision in November.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I do want that going back to the Muhammad Ali. I want that 2-pack because I want the boxer version because it's just. I mean, he's the champ, greatest of all time, right? And the I want him as a ref. I want that. Then that'll be my ref. He's gonna
know if he's in scale with the WWE figures.
Yeah, he's Ultimate, so he's gonna be there. Yeah,
Ultimate labeled. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That might actually cause me because I have this little like goofy setup right now for my wrestling where I'm using one of the smaller rings, but I have an authentic scaled ring, and Yeah, I have an NXT one I got from
Tiny Boy
Toys R Us for $50 back in the day when it was closing, and it's the NXT, so yellow ropes and black canvas, and I shrunk down just again for space because it's literally takes up a whole section of this table behind me. Yeah. But
if you do, I need a Muhammad Ali shot but Deadpool is on the ground.
Okay, I could do that.
I want heart wants what it wants.
Yep. Let's see. Oh, Delcurve was a huge cornerstone. Yeah, man. I hear you, dude. I remember watching Batman Forever on HBO while we were on a road trip down in going. It was like either going to NGM. We were in Florida or to Disney World, but like waking up in the morning and like we were gonna go to one of those parks, but I'm like, but Batman's on. Like we didn't have HBO at home, and I'm in this motel, but it's Batman. Like eat my little box of cereal.
It still happens. Like when I took the kids to Disney World, and it's in the morning, and they're eating some sort of breakfast that we have like packaged, and we're about to hit up the parks, and they're watching TV. I'm like, get out. Turn the TV off. Stop watching Disney movies when we're in Disney World.
We're here.
I'm paying quite a bit of money for you to exist in this land. Let's go.
Let's see. So, what killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. Jay said, I want new figures, but I have to buy a new dial building. Dude, he was, again, I'm in a group chat with Jace, and he was talking about wanting another edition. He's got such an incredible setup. Like I think I have a nice little city here, but he's got a hyper realistic like city that I want to say is all from 112 Wonders, I think.
Oh, really?
Right?
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
It all looks the same, like not the same, but like it's in the same style.
But correct me if I'm wrong, Jace. But I think it's 112 Wonders, right? Or boy. But it's incredible. Like literally where the clothing lines across the
Mhm.
buildings and clothing, laundry hanging. It's just so, like I said, I told him to go like hyper realistic work, and you guys will all get to see it when we get to, our top 10 photos. But he was saying he wants a new building to add more depth. I'm like, dude, you already.
More depth?
I was like, you're already swimming in the deep end of photography. Like,
No,
you
I
are the
support this.
depth that you're getting.
You're an artist, man. You got a vision. Get that building. You don't need another figure. I mean, we all don't need another figure.
Well, that was a big thing for us.
Figure.
That was a big thing for us going in with 78 points of articulation. Like this was like, hey, I'm gonna not get some toys, so I can get this piece of, again, this artwork that I can then utilize in my photography.
Yeah.
To make more art on art. It all figures with it's not a tumor. But I need Batman Forever. I need. Wasn't it like? What was? Oh my god! Time for a chill. Let's see. So you guys got to pre-order the NECA TMNT Last Rodent Ultimate Raph figure. I did again,
not. But I am going in, or I have to sync up with him. But I'm going with J-Shot on that bundle of Last Ronin foot soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
Those look cool. I need.
They do look cool. I got one. So what I'm thinking, I have 3 of the Mirage foot soldiers. I have 2 cartoon foot soldiers. I did order the Last Ronin like super soldier, and I did get 1 pre-ordered of this.
No, that's a Mirage. Mirage had the big boy. The
Is
super.
That Mirage?
Super
oh,
foot.
that's
Yeah.
Mirage. Oh, the super foot. Okay. So basically, when it comes to foot soldiers, in my head, I'm not going to be like, even though I've been buying a lot of those Mirage, actually, I have all of the Mirage people that have been released, I'm pretty sure, because now I have Zog. I have to open him up too. But yeah, I think I'm just going to blend foot soldiers. So I literally have an army of foot soldiers now, but they'll all look different.
If you have 3, you're good. If you have 5, you're really good. If you have 10, you gotta stop buying foot soldiers.
I know, I'm almost at that point. But I am getting Ultimate Raph. I did order, is it Kyrie? Is that her name?
Karai.
Shredder's granddaughter, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
is it Shredder's granddaughter or is it Splinter's daughter?
Oh. I forget now.
Both? I don't know.
I thought it was the Shredder bloodline. I thought that was the whole thing, that like the Foot Clan was run from Shredder's bloodline.
I know in 2012, the TMNT series that I love, it was Splinter's daughter. Spoilers.
Oh, okay.
It's a decade-old show, but spoilers.
Yeah, I thought it was all. I mean, but again, I could be mistaken. Again, feel free to correct us in the chat because we're not all we're not experts in any of this.
No, I'm mistaken all the time. What's up, Toy Mirth?
Again, ToyPic Community Discord moderator. So again, I just so you guys know too, on all of my streams, I think we have it in here, and if not, we got to be better about it. But having the invite link to the Discord in the videos, but I do put them in my shorts and videos, so they're there. They're there. Mm-hmm. Oh, everyone chill out. That's it. Thank you, Sean. just jumping ahead. Everyone chill out. That was it.
That would be really cool.
That would be great. That would be great for us, the Toy Daddies. That's kind of like when we started this whole, when we were, again, we're so, again, proud and honored to do this here every week for you guys. But when we were asked to have the Toy Daddies run the YouTube aspect of the ToyPic, that was going to be our thing. We're the Toy Daddies. We're going to throw on our cardigans. We're going to be the Mr. Rogers of the ToyPic community.
That's why the logo looks the way it does.
Yep. Ladonde said, I chatted TPC community about FastPass, but never heard anything back. Oh, because you won last week?
Yeah, was it last week?
That must have been last week.
Let's talk about that.
Okay.
Afterwards, but we can figure something out.
Again, I know it's just a matter of us pointing it out again. So no worries, the feature will come. If it didn't come in this week in particular, I think the focus, at least what we were going for
tried.
was trying to hit up all of the Into the Toyverse photos. Now we went, like getting as much of that out there and nominated. So LaDonna, we will make sure post show that we'll do it in our little group. We'll get the.
I'm gonna blame Toy Father because he's not here.
Yeah, it's his fault. Toy Padre, it's his fault. Is it Chevrolet? Right, Chevrolet. Shavar. Again, we want to get the names right. You can always do the phonetic. I'm sorry if I know you've been here before. I apologize. I thought it was so cool to get nominated earlier this month. I was so excited. I told my mom, I'm over 30. Hey, I'm 41. And I tell my mom all the great toy wins that I have.
All good. Excitement. Nothing to be shame.
No, this is what brings us joy. This is why you guys are all here. This is why we love doing this every week, because this is what we talk about. We focus on the things that bring us happiness. And that's just what's wonderful. So that's great. It gives me a big smile.
Also, Jay says, I think it's awesome you guys do the show. It's always fun and helps the little guys out. Thank you. It means a lot. It means a lot.
And he also went on to say Diorama Boy 2. I know Toy Father also has a Diorama Boy.
That's right.
Dio. So he's another
perfect Dios. Cal Collector says, I make my own Dio, so I continue to buy figures. I started making my own Dio this week, and it was fun. Lots of fun.
I'm very impressed with the work that you've done. Cal has impressed me with all of his Dios. I tried, again, thanks to It All Figures, giving me some encouragement. I tried to get a Batcave going, and then ultimately, fortunately, Lone Wolf Labs ended up also, through this conversation, got motivated to make one that I ended up purchasing. So I have like a half a carved brick wall, and then 2 other pieces of pink foam. And I literally looked at my wife yesterday. I was like, what can I do with this?
I just, I was the same way. I had 4 giant pieces of pink, not pink, I have the green one too, foam, and I had those like smaller sizes, and I just was just like, I'm gonna do it. That's been like 6-7 months, and now I'm just finally doing it, and it's incredible. But I'm not making a Batcave. There's not a lot of sculpting I'm doing. A lot of it's very much like, this is a brick. This is the part of the wall that's kind of like a column.
You know what I was thinking about is taking one of those and just doing ancient ruins to kind of sprinkle around my Yimbonia setup.
Oh, that'd be good.
Or something along those lines. And you could help me out, chat too. With this, we know, like I said, some of this stuff, like, you can't really see it on this. Over here by the Toymigo side, this is like an extreme set. But I want to swap out my extreme set stuff.
Oh, is that an extreme set?
This is the top part. Yeah, this top.
Okay. I thought you had a Hell in a Cell.
It is. That's a Hell in a Cell in front of it. But because my issue with extreme sets is always like the cardboard looking edges, I always find ways to hide them as I can, even though I haven't shot anything on this like perch. But over here I have another one. So anyway, my point is I have to reconfigure this whole thing once my 78 points Dio comes in. And I was thinking about turning something. What would be a cool foam piece? Like archway? Like what would be a cool thing that would be city-based that I can use to do some framing within a frame? Like, you know what I mean? Like that's something simplistic that won't take me forever to carve out and do, but something that I can just stand up and then get some.
You could do an archway, kind of like a
in a park, I'm thinking, right? Like how parks sometimes have
like a fence with a.
No, I was thinking like a stonework one. You know how like sometimes in movies, in cities with like the circle around it, and it would be the nice arch. I don't know.
I mean, if you figure out how to do an archway, tell me. I mean.
Yeah, I mean, again, you know what? I can't draw circles for the life of me. But something, I don't know what.
No, I think an archway could work. See, before you said sculpting, I was just gonna say, maybe just make a giant cotton ball explosion thing to separate off your neighborhoods. So in the Mirage City, there's an explosion that separates it from the rest of the other city.
That's true. Oh, you know what? I could also just, like, with all the stuff I carved out, that could just be converted into blown up brick wall pieces, you know, like big chunks of like broken building. I don't know. I got to figure this out. I got to figure it out.
We're finally catching up with the chat.
Yeah, here we go. Sketches Toy Corner. Thanks for joining us this evening. There you go. Lupdane took part in the Toyverse and Black and Yellow. Very cool.
Oh, nice.
Awesome. Get posted. I'm 28. My mom asked me what toys I want for my B-Day Christmas. That's what I'm talking about.
That's love.
Beautiful. That is fantastic. Again, I highly support this.
I think I was, I've been with my wife for a very long time. So I've known my mother-in-law for like 20 plus years. And I was in college and she got me a gift card to a comic shop. So even then, like that started off, that set the foundation to the type of gifts I get now, which are toys.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. And no worries, LaDonda. Yeah, we will make sure that post show that we'll make sure to have TPC check out their DMs. Again, I can't even imagine I was telling a couple people today I was catching up on. Oh my god, I missed like chats that were sent in to me.
And I'm like, probably our fault too. One of us normally lets ToyPic Community know.
Oh, did we not?
I might not have. I think that's the issue. We co-host, and sometimes when you have 3 hosts, we think the other one's gonna do it.
Let's see. I'm gonna be on it right now while you wrap up our saying hello to our chat and
that's it. We have
a little bit of
3D print fences and stuff for pictures. Same for crash effects. That's fantastic. I'm looking at
LaDonde, this is
right now.
By the way, I was just about to say that's awesome for the Black and Wednesday, the Red Robin figure, which I really like. Speaking of McFarlane's,
looks good. LaDonde, did you get the new Robin one, the Robin Reborn exclusive? I think not even exclusive. I think Entertainment Earth and Amazon have it, but I'm excited for that one.
All right, it's sent. We're good. This is what we have to do. But like I was saying, I can only imagine like having an account with that kind of following, because I was saying to some friends today, I'm like, oh my god, I'm just catching up after like I missed a chat from like a week ago. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, I am not complaining. I am very fortunate to be in the position we both feel this way. We're again getting nominated, getting tagged. I try to see as many of these pictures that I get tagged in every single week. But sometimes that messes up my DMs. So I had to apologize for people for taking like a week to get back to them. I was like, oh my god, I just got it lost in the shuffle. So I can only imagine what it's like to run an account with 30,000+ people. Like that's all. So that's all. We got you, LaDonde. We're all good. So
I like that one that Yimbo just showed.
Yeah, it was great. I love a good windowsill shot. And just again, toys in like. It's just neat. It's neat. It's because
it's cool.
Really great editing.
Great contrast.
Yeah. Awesome.
All right.
So
we finally got through the chat. We finally said hello to everyone. We're an hour.
Hold on. We got we are. It's all good. Hang on a second. There's one more thing I wanted to do before we kick off. So since I can present stuff, I got some answers from I'm gonna butcher the name. Real Riorex. I'm sure I'm butchering this name, and I apologize. Where was the pictures? I'm gonna show the account. I'm gonna do it this way real quick. So share screen. So they got back to us after last week's show, and I was like, no worries, we will happy to like highlight and share your answers. So it's Rex. So Real Riorex. There we go. This is a very cool account, by the way. A nice blend of dioramas and like coffee table shots, but like again, you can see stuff really like hyper posed up. This was the one that was featured. Oh, there we go. That was the one that was featured, right? That was one of our winners. So, real quick before we get into our top 10, and because again, this is a good point. If for anybody that missed out on sending, because I sent my questions out today because I'm a butthead. That we would like the whole point is to get to know you, the person behind the camera. So here we go. What was your favorite toy growing up? So gotta be my G1 Optimus Prime. I have so many cherished memories of the day I got it and all the days thereafter that I played with it. It was an almost magical toy for me. I did not have the G1 Optimus, but I can imagine because like Transformer. I mean, you're still super into Transformers, right, Joey?
I still love it. Something about it. Not so much photography wise. I no, I mean like people that shoot it, fantastic. I haven't found myself shooting it as much. I shot some Beast Wars, but I mean playing with them.
Oh,
I
dude.
still enjoy transforming them and then setting them up. I play with my son all the time, and I let him just like go ahead.
Yeah.
Transform them like he's a kid, and like I remember being that age, being like, why can't I transform this damn car back into a robot?
I have still my Transformers collector's case from the 80s. So I didn't have any of the big ton ones growing up. I had a handful of like super easy ones. Like I had one that blue and gray that folded up and it had little drills. But anyway, some very basic rudimentary. But I have this collector's case, and my son loves them. Like I just gave him the case. Like I'm not worried about it. Like if this is his now, And I have a Starscream from the first movie that I had opened up and played with, and one of the Optimus Prime reboot things. And again, I haven't shot them either in terms of photography, but I'm with you. Like playing and teaching him, Daddy, I want him to be a truck now. Yeah, all right, let's do it. It was an Optimus Prime that turned into the truck, but then also could be a jet. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, triple changer. Yeah,
yeah. So
there's so many Optimus Primes out there, and they're a lot of fun. And it's a challenge. It's like a puzzle.
Yeah,
it's a toy puzzle. It's awesome.
Right. So anyway, going back to here. So here we go. This is the what figures are in your photo? The Incredible Spider-Gwen from SHF's Across the Spider-Verse line, and a Ghost Spider skateboard from Hot Wheels. And I have, well, there's my Spidey one, and whatever. I have that one too. I love them. If you can find them, here it is. If you can find them, yeah, there you go. See, I thought about getting all of because I saw Black Panther, I saw Captain Marvel. I just figured I'd stick with my two Spidey characters right now. But these are great, and I know 78 points of articulation. And I'm going and ordering some on eBay when we were showing them off. So they're clutch, and they do scale very well. Yeah.
But now that I'm thinking about Revoltech, now I'm looking at this. I think I need Revoltech Black Panther to go with them.
Probably. Now that you know how much fun, dude, that.
And his leg stays on. No one said any issues with Revoltech Black Panther, so.
That's true. All right, so story behind this picture. So I found a few of these Hot Wheels boards recently and took a snap of a Boba Fett one with a Mafex figure of him doing some gnarly tricks. I wanted to do the same for Gwen, but opted to do something a bit more chill to harken back to the skateboard era of the 80s and 90s, where you'd see boarders being cool as heck on MTV. Love that. And that's what it
real world.
Real Riorex, like, and again, forgive me if I'm butchering the username, doing the best we can. We do, but really great posing. Like that's such, again, I know that's for me something that always catches my eye is somebody who can nail like natural posing. So just another shout out. But anyway, so favorite toy right now, it's going to be hard to top the figure of my favorite video game character from my favorite video game series, Figma's Samus Aran from Metroid Prime. If I have to sell my entire collection, that is the one figure I would have to keep. Bury me with it.
Category. Wait, no, go on. I'll circle back to that question.
And then toy photography goal right now, I want to get more into dioramas and scenes, but my joy comes from showcasing figures and posing them in cool ways, which I already do. So if I put that to the side, I think the only real goal I have is for people to see my photos and say, hey, I want to do that too, and for them to do it better than me. I like that. That's nice. That's awesome.
I like that. What is the one figure, Samus being Riorax's figure to be buried with? What's your figure?
Oh man!
And people in the chat, what is your one figure? As morbid as thought, but what is that one figure you need tucked in your, jacket pocket?
I don't know, and this is, I was posed recently again on the throwing this out again, but when I was on the stream with Unparalleled Universe, Plasty asked me what my top figure of the year is so far, and fortunately, because I went and then some other stuff happened, and we never got back to it. So I was like, oh, good, because I don't know this. Even for answering that question of like when we do another figure draft with Between Two Sentinels boys, like I have just been loving everything so far. I don't know what I would bring with me, but that's bad news, because then that indecision is going to cost me. That would be your guy.
I think this is my favorite figure. This is my favorite legend. It has been for a little while. I think this might be the figure to bury me with.
Man, I don't know. It's too tough. It would have to be something highly put. Like, I don't want to say like it would be this Revoltech Spidey, although I love it. Maybe the Revoltech Deadpool. Again, if it's the only figure I have, because I was messing around with him again a lot more today.
Maybe Sentinel Miles.
Sentinel Miles would be a good one. And then I was thinking too, the Sentinel
baggie of all the accessories though.
You'd have to.
Mm-hmm.
Like Sentinel Pete would be another good one. Even Mafex Peter B. Parker, because that's like 3 figures in one, 3 different looks in one. Not quite the posability of the Sentinel, but just in terms of
you're not posing anything at that point, anyways.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
It has to be just based on love.
Then maybe Peter B. Parker,
the figure you love the most.
But I don't have that. I'm just saying, like, in this morbid question, he might be the one to take, because I'm not gonna, like you said, I'm not gonna be playing with him. So I think that maybe that would be the one.
Well, maybe you are. I don't know after.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's check the chat. Jukebox. Oh, do the thing.
Jukebox Hero.
He is saying my carded vintage G.I. Joe Beachhead. Solid choice. And it matches, your logo.
Yeah.
We're making Ladonde smile.
It's good.
3-0 Destiny Warlock.
Who is that? Oh, like the Destiny, the video game? Because I know 3-0 has impressed me with that one Iron Man I have.
I have Optimus Prime 3-0. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Machi's saying my Revoltech Stitch. I agree. That's the one to go down with.
I asked him. He busted that out, I think, with me on Sunday, and I was like, "Isn't that the one Chewie wants?"
That's the one everyone should want. Revoltech, release it again. This thing goes for like $500.
It all figures. I know, man. We can't take it with us, but we can certainly try, right?
Let's get a white casket. Specifically.
Yeah, there you go. Get posed. Jedi Toy Street Fighter is my favorite right now, but bury me with my SHF Blastoise. Very cool.
Nice. Oh, this is a good one.
Yeah, that is a good one.
I'm on the wait list. If I want it. 3 Jokers Community.
Very nice. These are all great choices, people.
These are really good.
Yeah, and you got to get that Bumblebee. Check Frogman Finds.
No, he had it. Yeah. I just haven't pulled the trigger. It's a case where I like it, but there's always a new figure like every other day that just skips ahead in line to be like, oh, I need that one. But I have a Hot Rod on pre-order as well, so I'm excited for that one. My Marvel Legends comic Black Panther, not just because my love for the figure, but my love for the character. Exactly.
Oh, nice.
Is that the Walmart
with the
exclusive?
Cape? Yeah, is that the one with the cape?
With the spear and the necklace?
Yeah.
That's one of the ones, I have an extra of. I'm going to try selling it.
Okay. Well, my friends, we can get started with the top 10. We can queue it up. I have it all ready to rock and roll because we have been, this is what we love doing is talking about toys and with all of you guys in the chat. But it is not about us. It is about all of the wonderful work that made it into the top 10. So,
part of
I know
the
we have a
joy
couple
of bantering for that long is seeing Chris's face be like, we should start the top 10.
Yeah. Well, we hit that point. It's a nice natural progression. I'm never gonna force the move, but when we have that nice little lull, we should get going. So thank you all for joining with us tonight. I am running. I'm the man in the chair right now, running the thing. So Let's see. Just want to make sure I got this all broadcast. Okay. So there's a couple things at the beginning for us to go through, right?
Yep.
So hit us up. Fill us in.
All right. So this is the end of our Into the Toyverse. For the past several weeks, I think it's been like 6 weeks, we've been doing the hashtag TPC_Into the Toyverse. This logo is produced by the great, the legendary, the talented Fantastic Four, who apparently is our unofficial logo designer for all our challenges.
For sure.
I would love to keep that going, Clint. But we're at the end. So next week, and also what you've been seeing on Instagram this week, and a few sprinkled throughout since we've been doing this, we've been trying to nominate, Into the Toyverse shots. The challenge itself was simple. A photo with the same character, 2 figures or more. So like if you have a Peter Parker and a Miles, I accepted that. Or a Peter Parker and a Peter Parker, or a Cyclops and a Cyclops, and that's how it's been. It's been a lot of fun. We've seen a lot of creative stuff. And but this is the end of this one. We are going to move forward with a different, not a challenge, but we're going to bring back the secret hashtags.
Secret. So stick around because, or is it early? Are we doing it now?
It's early. I was gonna let people know it early as well.
That's probably a good call. That's a good call. By the way, I was just muting myself because I wanted to open a toy, so I just opened a U.S. agent. And me, like.
Let's just talk about toys. You know what toy I really like? This is the cell shaded Spider-Man from that 2-pack with Carnage. It's on the Renew Your Vows buck. It is awesome. It's the same buck, but I love the colors.
Yeah. So many Spideys. I have so many Spideys.
You don't need this one.
Well,
by the way,
here we go. That's a good one. That was a good choice. Good choice.
Absolutely.
Good answer.
So we're bringing back secret hashtags this week. So for the next week, tag your foes with hashtag TPC_con season. And we're going to be selecting from that pool. If you're looking for a challenge, try to recreate a con if you have the dial pieces for it. But it's as easy as that.
Very nice. So that was a good one. So everybody get that memorized. It will be blasted out later on. But you're all here now. So again, TPC_con season.
And we'll talk about a number of foes that we featured today in that reel much later down the line.
Yep. Oops. Number 10. Ooh, number 10.
Ooh, does it? It works for you, but not for Chris.
We got it. It's back. So here we go. Number 10 coming in is little_big_boy_junior. I'm just going to say from now on, little big boy junior. I like that.
Yeah, you don't have to say underscore. You just.
I know. So
little
everybody
big
knows.
boy junior. Awesome photo. This is the non-licensed agent MIB meeting ET on a subway. This is really cool. I love the creativity, the mashup of these two franchises meeting each other. I also like that is Agent K is the one to the left.
Yes.
And with that light, I'm assuming there's a neuralizer effect.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Apologies. It's a small block on my laptop, so I'm having a hard time seeing all the awesome details of the shot.
Yeah.
But I love the creativity. I love a good mashup.
Look at this concept. I mean, the story tells itself. And yeah, it's great. So yeah, the memory wipe, ET, just great posing. It all figures as ET phone bureau. I like that. It's really well done. So little big boy junior, his name is David. I sent him my questions, like I said, a little bit earlier tonight. So I unfortunately did not hear from him. But like I showed you before with Rio, Real Riorex, if you answer them at any point between now and next Wednesday, we'll just revisit the shot at the top of the show and get it. Have everybody get to know a little bit more about you behind
I
the
actually kind of like that. The way we did it for ReRx.
Yeah.
Also, one thing that you normally point out, the framing.
Oh, yeah.
Doors, stellar touch.
Yep. It is a great I mean, like, it adds so much because, again, going back to Jace and discuss depth, and like I know I've thrown this out as like real, as a real, like, just, hey, this is a photography technique that seems to help improve photos. It's like kind of like a tried and true method. But yeah, if you can create some sort of framing, it just adds that depth and it instantly enhances a photo like this, especially with, like, and I like because it's the subway doors with the symmetry of it too.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and again, with that lighting from the neuralizer, it makes a lot of sense with the lighting inside of the subway car.
Right. Yeah, this is awesome. This is a really well done, great shot. Let's see if anybody will say anything. Yep. So congratulations again on starting us off on our top 10, Little Big Boy Junior. Again, David, congratulations, and let us know your answer so we can revisit it next week. Here we go.
Number 9.
Indo_Productions_. So Indo Productions. Wow.
So cool. This photographer dedicates their page to recreating Jurassic World, Jurassic Park scenes using the toys, and it is awesome. I mean, I'm not sure if forever, but at least what I saw when I was scrolling through, recreating these iconic scenes from the movie.
I'm gonna spoiler alert right away, saying unfortunately we also don't have answers, but I wasn't able to send them a message. But it's EK, and last picture was an indie shot that looks awesome. But man, what an incredible!
Oh, maybe I'm wrong then.
No. But that's just the most recent. It was a big stretch of Jurassic Park. Oh man, these are incredible. Oh, there's even an awesome one of Indy being chased by a T-Rex. That's fantastic. So a little world mashing up right there. This is beautiful work. This is a straight up, like, recreations are great because they give you a storyboard, like they give you the premise to build on, but then actually executing like a great recreation is still incredibly hard to pull off.
Yeah.
And especially with this whole line, like I'm still a little sad, going into the toy talk real quick, about them killing off the Amber collection, which was like our scale. I'll say.
Yeah, that's right.
For the
Hammond collection.
For the Hammonds, right? Like I'm still bummed out about that. So the fact that you're still able to get, I mean, these figures do look great at that size, the 4-inch scale, right?
Yeah.
It's incredible. This is very cool. I guess it makes sense when you're dealing with these gigantic dinosaur toys.
Yeah, because that Hammond collection, even though it killed off the Amber collection, it gave us that T-Rex that people still use, and
I love that T-Rex.
It's incredible. For $50, that thing was priced well.
Yeah,
especially at Target, where you constantly kept throwing coupons all winter long to be like, buy toys, we'll give you $10.
That's how I ended up getting them finally, using one of those.
But you know what I love about this photo? I love that there's two things. They seamlessly have that background that is from, was it Isla Nublar, or the island. So it has that feel that there's a full environment here.
Yeah.
But because the toys are limited, because They are. The photographer is not afraid to let them look like toys. And I think that's really cool.
And the focal point being on, is it the eye of the Triceratops? Like that's where I'm immediately drawn in there. So just having that be the focal point where the figures are just, again, world building and just more of accessories to the Triceratops, in pain, sad Triceratops.
You can feel it, like it's a fantastic shot.
Yeah. So excellent work, Indo Productions. So if you happen, so if you happen to see this show, I did follow you and I tried to send you questions. So currently I cannot, but hit me up, and I will send you those, and we can again celebrate this again at the top of the show to have people get to know a little bit more about you, Mr. E or EK. Don't know, who it is.
All good. All good.
By the way, we have another new friend joining the chat. It is New York Rebel Photography, another amazing toy photographer. So thanks for joining us. I see you. You have the link. You're watching through my channel right now. If you want to join the main chat, you can come over to the ToyPic Community, or you can just continue listening to us in our dulcet tones.
The sweet dulcet yimbo tones. The yim tones.
Yeah.
And while we have a pause right there, if you have not done so, please click like, subscribe if you have not already, ring that notification bell, consider sharing it to others. That's all we ask. But we appreciate you being here, and let's move on to number 8. Number 8.
Looking good.
Oh, absolutely. Frank Notorious.
I love Frankie boy. His work is stellar.
Absolutely. Incredible setups. Yeah. Oh, man. The light on this one coming off the headlight is so cool, especially mixed with that little bit of atmosphere around the tires.
A little
for 15% off.
And I was gonna say, Frank, like if you go check out his page, just banger after banger. And he was very early into like scooping up that McFarlane and modifying it or customizing it, I should say, because that is the McFarlane like bat cycle. And I do know that he got that cape for it, and maybe even a different head sculpt too. I think so.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, but just what a tremendous shot! Like it's beautiful work, as Jay said. Frank is great. Yeah, that's what everybody says. Yes.
Yeah,
Wesley does great work. Oh, Frank is awesome. I got to catch up on some of his stuff too lately. Like, he's got some amazing Flash stuff up right now. Just ridiculous, but he does Batman well. I will say that. He
Absolutely.
does Batman really, really well.
I love people that can take a figure that is, somewhere a medium figure and then modify it and make it like an incredible figure and then use it in this way. It's awesome to see.
And he's another one too.
Absolutely. Arson Fist, immediate follow.
Oh, and then Arson Fist, this is a perfect time. We say it every week, but it's a good reminder that if you are discovering a new person to a new account, whether it's through the top 10 or someone in the chat tonight, definitely follow each other, because I like to point out all the time that we are still a very, very small corner of the internet. And as my friend Lagofigs mentioned, that like we are underground art. # we are Banksy. And we are still growing, and it takes our support of one another. However it is, whether it's getting to talk about or share different photos or just commenting along. But yes, definitely follow new people, because that's what it's all about. Like this, eliminating competition and just helping the entire bubble of toys, toy collecting, toy photography grow, because there's a ton of space on the internet for us.
No need to fight out in this medium. It's one of my favorite. I mean, we haven't gotten answers quite yet, but a run-in theme with the answers are the sense of community, the sense of support, the sense of sharing ideas and being inspired by one another. That's the beautiful thing about this hobby. It's not something that I ever imagined being there when I started. Being this is something that you do on the internet. You imagine that, all right, well, it's going to be a typical internet experience. But for the most part, it's not. And it's one of the most special things to discover.
Yep. So Frank, let me get to Frank's answer. So Frank is amazing. He sent in some awesome answers. So let me just cue that up. But yeah, definitely check out his stuff. Like so ridiculously good. So here we go. So first of all, he goes, such an honor. That's awesome. Oh, again, just but that makes us happy, like to know, because I know it's a big deal. Like whenever I get a little taste of the being on the ToyPic thing, I'm even doing this. This is a huge honor. So love it, buddy. So here we go. Favorite toys growing up were TMNT, Batman, and almost all DC and Marvel superheroes. So yeah, that's Frank and I are very, very much in line with our fandoms. The figure in the pick is the Batman Robert Pattinson. So it is Pattinson. The figure is from McFarlane Toys with a custom cape and head sculpt. Like I said, it's almost like I've been looking at toys every single day of my life for the last 2+ years.
It's not even looking at toys. It's looking at
toys
for like but like for like 4 to 6 hours a day.
Oh yeah. Deep, dude. Like this is. But it brings, see, that's it's like, like I could be putting this, like last week I joked about like, I can't do much in terms of like fixing my car. I'm like, I can figure some stuff, but like, I love this. This is what makes me happy. Life is too short. Do what you love,
Oh yeah, I'm afraid to recharge my Freon, but last 3 nights I've been spending an hour and a half in my garage cutting foam to make a 1/12 scale city street. Like it's so silly.
That makes me happy for you. I missed this one little piece that Pattinson he's loving the character the most. So that's it. I love that Batman, by the way. I do. I know that I thought it was universal when I started hearing some like negativity about that one, like people like Batman fans not being into. I think that's. I love that movie and I love that version of the character. I'm so excited for more. Like I love it. I can't wait for the next.
I'm in that boat. It's not my favorite Batman interpretation. It's not my least favorite. I wasn't blown away by it, but I also wasn't like I wasn't hurt by it. It was.
Watch it again, Chewy. Watch it again.
I mean, it's so long.
Just you have to. Bring it up over 2 nights. Bring it up over 2 nights.
Can a fan edit this down a little bit? Those long shots can be a little shorter. Those long pauses between characters.
On vengeance. All right.
I did like the ending though. The ending was sick.
Yeah. 3. I love the diorama a lot, with many possibilities to explore with the lighting, and I tried to combine it with Batman. Hope it works. It absolutely does.
Absolutely does.
If you see my Instagram page, I used the diorama a couple times. Very cool. And then what's bringing him joy? You guys are awesome. With all the love, support, and passion of the toys we all love. You make everything so fun. Thank you, buddy, to you and the Toy Daddies and TPC. You guys rock.
Oh, we appreciate that,
Frank.
That's
really
nice,
but greatly appreciated. Thanks, man. And then this is a goal of his. So for the goal, I think for now is enjoying, learning, and trying to make a better and better photo. I mean, just have fun, enjoying the process. After all, one of the most fun parts is buying the toys, right? And that's right. And then cheers, man. So cheers to you, Frank. Keep up again the absolutely stellar work. I've been admiring your art form for so long now. Just you're great. You got to get back. Maybe I missed anything, but man, there was that one summer, 2 summers ago. You went on that whole rock. We had a whole like concert set up, and he'd have different iterations of bands of superheroes, and he was just mind-blowing. So I'm trying to see if he's maybe I'm not saying do whatever you want to do, Frank. Do what makes you happy, but brother,
he was giving you homework, Frank.
He's like, man, I just set this diorama up, can I just enjoy this one for a second?
Let's all pause and let's make Yimbo happy. No, I'm just kidding.
So we got some people to chat with. Did we already shout them out, or you want to bring?
Oh yeah, I wanted to just. Thanos Copter said, one of my favorite parts of the show is finding new people to follow.
Excellent.
Totally agree. Let's see. Oh, New York
There we
Toy
go.
Rebel is in
Tommy
the main
boy.
chat now,
Excellent.
and Machu's calling us out for 6 hours. Them rookie numbers.
That's fair. That's fair. That's good.
I mean, I'm
All
being
right.
conservative. Me and Machu sleep in the same pattern.
That's true. You guys are
As
up
in, we
all.
don't sleep.
It's well, at least you got to join me on my video game stream last night. That was fun.
That's true. I just finished up, I think, Unparalleled, just finished, and I look over, I'm like, is he alive? Right now? It's like 1 o'clock.
Yeah, I was late. I was hurting a little bit today. I was
I'll be
definitely
honest,
knocking my sleep cycle out of alignment.
I'm surprised you know what? Now that I am going to create that other channel for drawing, painting, and 3D printing stuff, you're probably going to find a lot of late night streams with me.
Yeah, man, dude, it was fun. Like just again,
me and Machu at 2 a.m. We're going to cover that early morning shift.
So again, so get back to this. So number 8 again, amazing shot of that McFarlane Battinson figure from Frank Notorious. Well done, buddy. Thank you again for your answers. And moving on to
Number 7.
here we go. Arson Fist. Fantastic. Oh,
so cool. Oh, I love Hellboy.
This is a highly coveted Hellboy figure too.
Is it really?
I understand. Yeah, like not only do people have a deep love of it, I think it's like a grail. It's like, for me, remember we talked about grails and how we each define it a little differently. I know a huge piece of labeling something as a grail is how much it would cost you to acquire it. I'm fairly certain.
Cost is also relative too.
Right.
Enjoyment's relative. Love is relevant.
Of course.
Relative, not relevant. Jesus. Relative.
Yeah. But yeah, so this is because the fist, it's a very interesting. I think those are all articulated fingers.
It's really, it draws you in. It has a very expressive expression on its face.
So what do you think here? So I know Arson Fist is in the house here. So people are saying love this shot. Shot's ridiculous, excellent. Digirama backdrop, right? I would say potentially, right? And what a perfect, again, just going with the symmetry now in the background, of the street scene, I guess street, right? Like old Victorian-ish looking street. Am I wrong? Do I have to blow this up a little?
No, this looks
right, a little.
Yeah.
But what my point being that it's a perfect use then of centering Hellboy right in the center of the shot with the because of the framing. So again, he's still front and center. But yeah, just really nice.
I also love the atmosphere behind him, but it's really demonstrating or a characteristic of Hellboy that he was probably recently on fire.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's the excess smoke coming off of him.
I like that. And see, we always say it, right? Because this is all art, right? So once you put that out there, whatever your intentions were, your art is no longer your own once you post it, once you get it out there, because then it belongs to the people looking at it and they're again, now we're not taking your work. We're just but again, it's neat to be able to put stories to it. That's all I'm trying to say. It's neat to be able to, like, whatever your intent was with it, like that was how you're able to see, like, I'm seeing that. That's amazing, especially with the way that it angles up and follows him up the through the top.
Yeah, it's perfect. It's a great shot.
Oh, he said nailed it. So there you go. Arson Fist in the chat.
Yeah, there we go.
Well done. There you go.
Very cool. Also, Arson Fist is also a regular host on Figuratively Speaking, on the TPC Discord YouTube channel, Thursday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Love it.
Plug.
Yeah, always be plugging. Yeah, hell of a shot, baby. But Arson Fist, awesome job, really seamless editing. Like, that's just really excellent. So fantastic job. Let me see.
That's right. I am reading everyone's mind.
Let's see if I have, again, because I sent these out late. But no, we got them. Thank you, Arson. I appreciate it. So here we go. The OG Soundwave with the Ravage cassette was his favorite toy growing up.
That's awesome.
The NECA TMNT Last Ronin 80th Anniversary Marvel Legend Grey Hulk are his current favorite toys.
Okay.
The shot was inspired by Watercolor Planet from Doctor Strange.
Oh.
Oh no, I'm reading answers. Oh no, wait, did I screw this up?
Wait, what'd you do?
I screwed this up. Arson Fist, I screwed this up. I'm reading your answers from back in May when we featured you because your work is amazing. Did I not send you?
Are we not in May? What month is it?
July. Wait, because this is when when he did the gray Last Ronin picture. Did I not send the questions?
Okay, Arson Fist, can you tell us a goal you have for the rest of this year, either in toy photography or anything? That's one of the questions. What is the story behind the photo? I believe you already
you were
said
here.
that we nailed it. And also, what Hellboy is this? Because if this is covered, I kind of want to know what it is.
What did I do? I don't think I did this wrong. Hold on. Oh, excuse me, Mr. Chewy. I did 10, 9, and 8. This is number 7.
Oh.
You sent the answer, the questions to Arson Fist. Yeah, knucklehead.
This is what happens when Chris isn't here. He left us alone. He left the children alone.
Oh my goodness. So no, Arson, we're good. Don't answer anything. Save your thumbs. Save your thumbs because I'm sure you did give answers to Chewy. So hang on.
My apologies.
It's all good. It's all good.
Oh, here, the Great Mewtwo.
Hello. That's right.
I'll always remember that, buddy. All good. Oh, to get to 10K followers on the YouTube channel. Absolutely.
Don't stop at 10, right? So you got diamond hands, right? To the moon, baby.
I'll be honest, my goals are way lower. I'm like 1,000s, and I'm happy.
Well, right
truthfully, I'm happy with what we have right now. I'm grateful to everyone that's been following us, the people that join the chat. This moment right here, I'm enjoying every Wednesday with you, the chat. Chris isn't here; he doesn't get that love.
Well, that's what this is all about. Like, I don't mind. Like this has been, again, live streaming for both of us for the last couple of years, and it's been a nice, slow, just getting to know people and just helping again build this community and for what we've been doing here with the ToyPic community since November. Like, it's going to be a year in November, and that's like, it's incredible where we've come, and again, getting to see all you guys in the chat each week, it's amazing. This is again a bright spot for us, for all three of us as your fellow toy daddies.
Yeah, we're always putting on a positive face. We're always happy to be here. Sometimes our day stuff isn't the best, so the fact that we have this opportunity to come here and speak to all of you and celebrate these photos and get to hang out with each other, that's a gift. It really is. I didn't have this. This show didn't exist in November, and the streams itself, I think I was doing What's in the Box with Chris a year before that. So what, like a year and a half ago, I didn't have any of this.
Yeah.
And I'm very appreciative. I got the answers right here. I'm not vamping for time.
No.
What was your favorite toy growing up? Silverhawks and Voltron figs dominated my childhood.
Ooh, those are good ones.
The figure in this photo is the Hellboy knockoff fig from 1,000 Toys.
Oh, nice.
Very nice. I love it. It looks great. That head sculpt.
KOs are perfect, and especially when it's just, you just want the look, you want the toy. You're not worried about because again, I stopped worried about like what they're worth. Like, I just get the stuff because that makes me happy.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't think they deserve the title knockoffs. I think unlicensed is a good term for these toys.
Yeah,
because the 2 Wolverines by NW Toys that I'm super excited to get in hand at some point this year, they're gonna become one of my favorite toys. Both of them. I'm considering them one toy because they kind of are. You get the two figures, but it's I'm gonna treat it like one toy.
Yeah, fair.
All right. What's the story behind your picture? Please feel free to discuss styles, background, backdrops, and props. I like to call this technique digital chops. I take a picture of the fig in a practical setting and then remove the background and overlay digital pieces to make an entirely different scene. I wanted to capture that hell vibe, so I used a lot of deep purples and reds to fill out the frame. That is super cool. That is really cool. I love that. Digital chops. And for the last thing, what's making you happy in the toy community right now? Become the host of Figuratively Speaking live stream with Toy Mirth, Jaden, and 88 Figs when 88 can. He's often in the car. I'm just kidding, 88. I love you, man. It's given me a new appreciation for the community, especially on the TPC Discord channel. So many great photographers and good people across the board. Absolutely agree. Sorry, I don't even know if he's still in the chat.
No, it always cracks me up. Well, he's got the time difference. There's a time difference
And
there.
He's the YouTube 6th man of the year. He goes on any show. He's always bringing that energy. It's awesome.
Yeah.
And he's super talented too.
Oh, and best voice in toys.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of dulcet tones.
Steve Morrow, try to enjoy the present. It's a gift, and that's why it's called the present.
Steve, I can't tell you, like, that is as silly as for like my dad would say that all the time. And it's like, obviously it's Kung Fu Panda, and also like,
I quote that to my son all the time when he's
right?
like that.
But it's so true. And when you do keep that thought at the forefront of your minds, it helps, at least it helps me, just stay the positive, smiley guy. And again, like, just understanding that, like, I can go back to, is it life or death? Is it really that serious? Because, like, our time on this planet is so fleeting. So why not enjoy it? Like, why not enjoy it?
My mom used to tell me that all the time about, is it life or death? Is anyone getting hurt about this?
Right.
How important is this right now? If it's not, it's not, and you don't have to carry it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kung Fu Panda, that turtle, gets me every time. Every time I see it on TikTok or IG on a reel, and they're playing that like trending music. Tears.
Oh yeah. Yep. So anyway, Arson Fist, really great shot. Thank you for your answers. Thank you for your time. And there we go. Moving on to what's making us happy. Look at that. What a perfect segue. This show is making us happy. You guys in the chat are making us happy. I know. I don't get a sore cheek face from smiling because I'm full of it. Like, this is what genuinely, this is, I love this time that we all spend together each week. I love it.
Absolutely. It's really enjoyable, and it really breaks up my work week being able to be here. So yeah, absolutely. That's for sure. Every Wednesday, that's what's making us happy. What else is making you happy, Imba?
Oh man. Well, in the toy space. Oh, you know what? because I have been failing to not buy any toys, but still cutting down. I guess I'm still being like, oh god, who am I kidding?
You're trying.
But anyway,
you're trying.
I'm trying. This was a toy I forgot about, but my figure arts Spidey, my Tom.
That toy's gonna make you so happy, buddy.
He arrived yesterday, and I'm just like I'm inundated with Spideys right now. Like but I'm like busting out. Like, I'm really trying to like focus on toys that I have. Like, one of the big things with that Revel Tech, it inspired me to do like posing, like comparisons. So I did my first reel of it yesterday. I have other ideas on how to pull it off, but like, we still don't have like a definitive Spidey. But here's my Toby, I should say. Here's my Toby SHF. And so this is going to be the pose for the next one, which is going to be, the classic crouch. And yeah, just enjoying, as always, trying to enjoy the toys that I have and not worrying about the ones that I don't. And like tomorrow, Evil Ryu comes out from Jada Toys. I'm hoping to get him. He's a con exclusive, but they have the website up. If I don't, then I have regular Ryu to play with, And
if you do, and you can click 2.
Yeah. Oh, you can only buy one. They've already said that you can only get one.
Ah, Jada. It's okay.
It's like
I held out on buying classic Ryu because I like Evil Ryu better.
And he comes with it's a $4 set. So again, regular one was $25 for the retail, but it comes with 2 breakable signs, 2 different colored Hadoukens, the extra head sculpted hands, like.
Sorry, I always laugh when I hear the word Hadouken.
Hadouken!
It makes me happy. I laugh. Yeah, I think I will try for that. I also want to figure out a way for someone to get me a code or a passcode so I can buy off Pulse the Deadpool Hydra Bob 2-pack that is retailing for $50.
That's like finally.
I'm down. Let's go.
Like, was it a $40 pack less than 2 years ago? Yes.
No, not this one at least.
Not this one, right? Like this one would fit because
this one would have always been $50
because of the amount of accessories packed.
And it's a con exclusive. There's always a premium for con. So $50-$60 was always where it was supposed to be.
Hey, I know we've been name dropping him a lot, but again, congratulations on Odious, unparalleled. But when he was questioned about it, he's like, "This thing is going to be $75-$80. You mark my words." So $50, like $50. That's making me smile. Again, it's $50 is nothing.
I want him for $50.
But
I don't have a Hydra Bob. I would love that.
I don't have a Hydra Bob either, and it's the Renew Your. You and I both love the Renew Your Vows book, and even though I have many Deadpool's now creeping up, I have a ton of them, but I love them, and I don't have one on the Renew Your Vows book, so I kind of want.
Perfect reason.
Like I just, who's taking. I mean, he was mocking. We're jokingly taking credit of it. Is Just Jay Hernandez had said something about when that body came out, like tweeted or whatever at the Marvel guys, like the legend team, like, "Hey, can I get a Deadpool on?" Like, and now he's getting it. And he was very happy about it.
Yeah. Oh, it's awesome. It's a cool buck. I'm with there's a number of people that are just like, I wonder how many times we're gonna see this buck. We're gonna see it a lot. And
but it's really good.
I'm sure eventually I'm gonna get sick of it. But for now, I'm enjoying the ride.
Yeah. Well, again, articulates this. Look, I just opened up US Agent, right?
Mm-hmm. Is that
a
buck?
No No, it's not. It's like no butterfly joints. This is like old Legends buck. But like, I don't like this one. It's still fine. I can still get some cool stuff out of it. But the Renew Your Vows buck is so much fun. It really is. Like, I've been having a blast with the Gamerverse guy, posing him around.
I love him too.
Yeah. So him, Daredevil, give him Deadpool's gonna go great on him. You get so much crunch out of it. Yeah, I'm a fan. So
yeah, absolutely. Agreed. That's what's making me happy. Additionally, being able to spend some time making that dio. I'm getting a lot of enjoyment this week out of flexing that creative muscle. And for those that aren't aware, I'm making a dio. It's for a convention next week for ChrisCon, and it's part of a tribute table for our fallen friends, Tuscan Traders Ryan. It's a way that we can playfully kind of like have something there to represent him without, that would be fun. I think it's something that he would have enjoyed. So I'm doing it. The motivation started for him. Now I'm just having a real good time doing it. Mm-hmm. So I added a second floor today because 78 points of articulation last night was just like, we really should get a second floor. a lot of times like taller and wider is really necessary for our type of
Mhm.
photography. And it was a great point, and I'm very grateful for that because I put in my channel. I was like, should I do this? And everyone's just like, yes. So I did it, and what it affords me this big wall space on the diorama that I can then um, make a mural. So I'm gonna put a lot
Mm.
of different superhero heads in this kind of like big, miniature painting, which is totally my wheelhouse because it's miniature. It's 1/12
Yeah,
scale. Like it's like painting like a 12 by 6. I can totally do that. So that's what's making me happy.
that's dude. You've been doing great work on it, and going back to again like every day's a gift. Like, you know, Ryan was somebody that like we both did, but like I know that he was like a guy I talked to every single day. Once we had first met through Instagram, and you guys met for the first time at ChrisCon last year, right, in person,
We met
or you had met previously?
we met a few times before
Oh,
that.
that's right. You guys had done you handed out you've done like toy
Yeah,
exchanges, right?
well, it's a classic meet cute of meeting
Yeah,
a fully grown adult in a Walmart parking lot where he has a bag of Ninja Turtle toys and I have cash.
right.
Totally the classic meet cute. But he was really nice during the pandemic, reaching out and just like chit chatting, but also knowing that I wanted those NECA Ninja Turtle movie figures. And he found them and held them for like a month because we couldn't sync up. And then, you know, we met then. We met, I think, 2 more times before that and at Chris Con. And
You
it
guys
was the
went
start of,
live. I remember you guys unboxing your Mythic Legions together, and
yeah, it felt like it was the start of a good friendship.
yeah. Um, but yeah, that was the final piece to through everything that we've all gone through in the last now 3 years. Um, like losing Ryan was the final like little switch in my brain to like really again not take anything again focusing everything in a framing it in a life or death situation, because it now keeps me focused on my kids, my wife, trying to be the best version of me, and again just trying to like that's why I always say we're not toy influencers, we're joy influencers. We're just trying like those helpful little reminders to focus on what's truly important in life. As much fun as we have with all the photography and the toys, like it's just what kind of positive impacts can you make on the people around you. So thank you, Ryan. That's his everlasting gift to me,
Absolutely.
and I
To a
miss
lot
him.
of people,
So
I feel.
yeah. So you're doing a great job with that diorama.
Trying my best. Trying my best. I get in my own head because I really want it to come out great. So it can, I'd feel terrible, or like it's that voice in your head where you're like, you suck. Like, like
Imposter
classic
syndrome. It's
voice.
stupid. Yeah, it's no. That's our stupid, negatively wired brains.
Mine
You're
is
doing
a
a
very
wonderful job.
harsh New Englander, though. He swears way too much. But to quote and to switch off onto the next topic, New York Rebel, thank you for this. Yesterday's history, tomorrow's a mystery, but today is a gift. And that is why it is called the present. Very cool.
Shroomies in the house. Thank you so much. So, by the way, in the chat, what else is making you happy? It's not just about us. Like,
Oh yeah.
we'd like to ask you guys, like, what is making you happy? Rewire that brain. Focus on what's bringing you joy, putting smiles on your faces. So Shroomy said I was supposed to buy a 3D printer, but I found the Mirage TMNT 4-pack this month. It's a very expensive toy collecting wise. Agreed.
That's true. It's like a $70 difference between the 3D printer and the Ninja Turtle set.
Yeah. But you have both of those. Like, I mean, let us know. Have you been enjoying the 4-pack? Because like, I love playing and posing those turtles. Like, I really enjoy screwing around with them, and I just feel like they look great from every angle, every pose. Like,
You can play with them. Their
Yeah.
articulation is they improved it so that you can play with them. I think that makes it all the difference for me.
do you know I went back and I pre-ordered the Wanderer because it looks like it's on the Mirage, the Michelangelo, the Wanderer, because screw it. Like, I love this buck. I love this.
I've been picking up a lot of them too. Like Renette, the time traveler, picked her up at Target.
Wait, no, for Mirage? Is that
Yeah.
the Power Rangers looking woman?
Yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah. She has like a staff and like a helmet thing, and I think she's a love interest
Yeah.
to Mikey.
Oh, okay. So that's one I still missed it. I don't. I mean, I probably won't go with for her, but it makes me happy that I bought Jaguar from
Mm,
like when he went up in Target, because like that was because that's a Mirage comic character.
I thought
That
that was an Archie one.
oh, it's Archie. Well, whatever.
I'm not
It's
trying
still
to ruin
comic.
it for you. It's still good. You can, the Turtleverse is great. It can, you can have anything you want in there.
Goes with everything. That's my whole thing. Goes with everything. Goes with everything.
But Shroomy, after ChrisCon is over, after this style is over, I am going to purchase a 3D printer to get into that because I think it's fantastic. And people like Detour and D Blake Makes, they they're inspiring me to try. So Jason's saying the Jada Street Fighter is just awesome. Absolutely. I have one. I just have not opened it. I have
Fei Long?
Fei Long.
Dude, you will be very, very impressed. And I don't know if you got to check out Captain McKay's stop motion yet with the Street Fighter figures, but
No, I haven't seen it.
dude, you're gonna open that up, and it's the same, very similar feeling to the Spiro, where you're just like, whoa, like you can do a lot with them. And again, for the price point, you're gonna enjoy it. You're gonna enjoy it. They're the balancing you can get.
You gotta like the way you look.
Frank, well, thank you for joining us this evening. And then we also have Ted Darklaw here in the house from Hella Dope Toys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us. And you guys see, Shroomy, you just inspired me. I'm just, oh, I love this.
Hella Dope is a cool site too. They have
Hella
a
Dope's
lot
great.
They have a lot of selection that people should consider. They have SH. They have the new NECA lines for Ninja Turtles. It's interesting. Very interesting, their site.
And you know what? We'll shout out our friend Roman Toys 89. If you do check out Hella Dope Toys, use the code REALM, right? For 10% off.
Realm for 10% off.
There you go. And McKinney got a question. When it comes to toy photography for outside pics, do you guys use fake grass since actual grass isn't one scale? Yeah, that's a great call. So when I first started in toy photography, I would go outdoors a lot for stuff, and I wasn't it wasn't a concern of mine at first because I wasn't really like, again, it wasn't at the forefront of my brain. So I was just like, this looks cool because it's outside and blah blah. And now it is a thing that I do think about. So I typically try to avoid grassy type situations and maybe go for some more mulchy type look, and then like you gotta do some gardening and pruning and pulling out some weeds and whatever, you gotta move some stuff around. But I've never used the fake grass outside, but that's a good call. Sure you could.
I haven't used the fake grass. I'm like you. I'm plopping them out there, and
Yeah.
To be honest, I haven't actually shot outside in like what feels like the longest time. It could be like
I haven't in a long time either. When I got Dubin, the Mythic Legion, and his horse, that got me outside to shoot just because that horse is so big.
I do like real grass because I think the light hits it really nicely. If you it depends on the time of day, but if you get close to the golden hour, the light just hits real grass differently, and I prefer that. Because I think the last time I shot anything outside was last October. I think I have Cartoon Leo, I think, is in the grass.
I think it's going to be a matter of like what you're going for too, and at the end of the day, do you enjoy the picture, or like don't worry about it. Even maybe like if I'm going outside, I might just look for, because like one of your most popular pictures, Chewy, was that Wolverine just walking outside, right?
Yeah, I think it's the second most liked photo I've ever had, and that's on top of my car.
Yeah, like
on top of the hood, and I hit it with atmosphere aerosol to get that effect. You can't even see the blue really. Yeah.
So just if depends like on what you're trying to accomplish. So you just want the figure to look pretty, or you're just going for a photo that you're gonna just be proud of. You know, like who cares? You know what I mean? Like just have fun with it, McKinney. That's all
I'll
I'm
be
trying
clear.
to say.
I shoot for me. If I like the way it looks, that's all I'm going for. I'm like,
Yeah, right.
I like this. All right, let's move on.
Yeah. Like I definitely like to get feedback. I want to always try to improve my photography. But yeah, at the end of the day, like, you know, I'll ask my wife, hey, what do you think? And she'll be like, oh, well, you know, maybe. And I'll be like, I'm going to post it anyway. Love you. Not going to reshoot that. I will take it. And then sometimes I will. Like sometimes I'll put something.
Your notes have been read, and I'm ignoring all of them.
No, and I don't want to say that I always ignore my wife because I have. It depends on, like, sometimes if I'm like, yeah, I hear what you're saying. I take, whether it's from her or anyone else, right? I hear what you're saying, but I really do like the way this turned out, and just roll with it. And then there's times like on this very show when Trevor and Jason B critiqued my multiverse, my Into the Toyverse picture. That motivated me to do another setup of that shot. And that was like a complicated picture, but then I ended up still including it in my post after all, because I'm like, I was still proud of that. And then I enjoyed this one.
Remember on that episode, Trevor critiqued mine, and he was just like, he said like, oh, I would use some bounce cards and bring up some light in the front. But then he also said, I actually know what he's going for too. I was like, yeah. Got it. Plus, I'm not reshooting. I hate recreating the setup that I had just done.
But you know what? Some people like Sir Dork have said all the time, like, not to give up. Like, if you have a concept, to not give up on it. It's sometimes worth going back. I've done it a couple of times, like, but then there are some times where I'm just like, on to the next idea, on to the next concept. You know, like, and find your group of people, and it could be us too. Like, hit us up, you know, like that you have to be open for critique. Like Machu, like I thank Machu so much for pushing me on a Michael Keaton when I got my Keaton Batman figure, and he like you were in our group chat when he was like, but why don't you do this? Nope, it needs to look like. I went through like 7 or 8 editing renditions, but that picture became one of my favorite ones that I've ever taken. And you know, like I'm so proud of the way that turned out, and it resonated with, like, you know, Instagram itself, and like
the people that follow
me.
Like, constructive feedback with like clear, like where you could improve type suggestions really helps. It really does.
Yeah. So just be open. Like, we're all, you know, you want to be proud. Like Macho just said. Also, done is better than perfect, right? So you don't want to overthink. It's like one of those sweet spots. And it took me a long time of mental work to now get comfortable with where I am. But that's a good thing. Like that's a great point to make. Like, once you get to that point, like don't overthink it. Like, once you hit a point of like, I like the way this looks, then that's it. Post it, and then it's out there. Now, what's interesting is I got to catch a little bit of Between Two Sentinels before our stream tonight, and Jules, Lost in Translation, who's been on here multiple times, who's a phenomenal toy photographer. She said that she'll catch something in her work, like if she posts, and then in the morning, like when she wakes up, she'll be like, oh, I missed that because I was editing at 4 a.m, and she'll pull it down and make that. And that's okay too. Again, at the end of the day, your page is your page, your art is your art, and do what's going to make you happy. So
yeah, do what makes you happy. Absolutely.
Jukebox Hero said it's 110. Oh man, it has not got. It's been really
19 days straight. Jeez,
it has not been that hot here on the East Coast, but it's just been like gross. It's been a gross, disgusting.
It's been 90 plus for a very long time.
Yeah, it's like, is it humid? I don't know.
It's a lot.
Nasty.
I can tell because I'm emptying the dehumidifier in my basement like 3 times a day. Stephen Morrow says, it's so hot out there in the summer, so stay hydrated. And then Leslie K said, drink your water, just like the Amazing recommends every time. I found a spot with a lot of moss next to a creek that looks like the correct scale grass. Nice.
Yeah. Oh, go check it.
What?
Oh no, I was just gonna say, you know, like, if you, we shout him out all the time, but again, Sir Dork, looking at his all the videos he's done, you know, not even his streams, but like his actual like tutorial style videos of, because he is a master at obviously finding those perfect spots in nature. So he has a lot of great informational videos on there that are definitely worth checking out.
I also feel like Sir Dork is also, when it comes to, perfect scaling or perfection, I think he has a lot of fun in what he does. And I think he also falls in the camp of done is better than perfect.
Yeah, you can't drive yourself crazy. We're going to be our own harshest critic at the end of the day.
We all wish we could be Machu's level of not perfect with his photography and reels.
His million view Machu.
Steve Morrow, Lost in Translation, was on Between Two Sentinels, and she spouted off so many ideas. And I told her that I was rethinking of reshooting the idea. Can improve photos we create. Yeah, absolutely. They're your photos. Go back.
Yeah. And then Emma Kinney, also one more question. If you guys had the choice to choose, which turtle would you choose to be the last Ronin? If it couldn't be who it already is. So it actually, we've made this joke before. We're just going to say, so real quick, in case this is a spoiler alert for anybody that hasn't read a comic from 2000 and teens, right? It's 2019.
I mean, they have the sequel spin-off. Like, they have a sequel going.
Yeah, like, literally the sequel is now out. There's the Turtle Kids, the next gen. So, anyway, it's Michelangelo.
Also, spoilers there. Gosh, stop it, Yimbo. Go back to the actual question.
So, who would it be? Like, I just thought that like, he was a perfect choice because he's always been the fun-loving, cool. Like, what was it? The party dude? Michelangelo is a party dude, right? Like, and for him to have to go through the excruciating, like, seeing losing the one by one, and then having to live on, and then be the one, and to get serious, and to deal with, like, the mental battles of his brother, like those conversations with his brothers in his head, and I thought it was a perfect choice, to be honest.
I think there's an opportunity to have the last Ronin be any of the four turtles.
Well, yeah.
Absolutely. Mikey's story is very unique. I honestly thought when the last Ronin came out, I think a lot of people did, and thought it was going to be Raph.
Well, sure.
Yeah. And I think his story arc would have been really telling if he was the last one standing, being the person that always is the first one into the fight.
But then, like I said, dude, the last Ronin story, I only read it recently, like somewhat recently. I went to my local library. I've talked about this before, took it out. I wanted to justify being able to buy the toys, and then I read it, and I fell so madly in love, where I started with shirtless, plastic meat looking, like you did. We went shirtless last Ronin. Then I bought the armored, which I still left to open, and I'm all in on this toy line. Man, like, even the way that Raph, man,
Could you imagine the storyline? Like, he's the last one standing. He couldn't protect his brothers, and then he's forced in that. Say this, the ancillary characters are the same. He's forced to work with and train up, the next generation. That he's in charge. That he essentially becomes a mix of Splinter and Leo, with all the responsibility. He can't be the first one to go in there because he needs to raise up these people.
Yeah.
And then you can also do, Leo, because he failed as a leader. He failed to keep his team safe, his family safe.
Right.
And then the trauma of that, and then slowly he descends more into becoming Raph. The thing he's been fighting his entire life is his brother always being the hotheads. So you could go anyway.
You really, honestly, you could have. That's what's so wonderful about the Turtles. We always go back to it. It's like we do tend to resonate with like one over the others, but at the end of the day, they are all a perfect. Like, I think any person or at least anybody that like is in this chat right now, I'm sure you can see aspects of yourself in all of them, and that's what's so wonderful about the turtles. That's why they've endured all, and they endear themselves after all this time. But let's see. So Machu. Oh, you guys have spoiled it on your stream before. I know it. Stephen Morrow, do you think Michelangelo was the fun-loving turtle because he was absolved of major responsibility? Leo led, Donnie figured stuff out. Raph was always headstrong, and that is why.
So it's like the environment. He was left to be that.
Yeah,
carefree person.
I mean, like in the family, he was. I don't want to call him the baby turtle, but he was the. I guess
he's supposedly he's supposedly the youngest.
So there you go. He was the baby brother. Like he was the youngest, and he was babied, and I'm sure. And again, that led to his own sense of frustrations. What's up, Toy Father? Speaking of, actually, Chewy's.
Someone's late to dinner.
We are only on what's making us happy.
So there's a role that you play on the show, Chris, and you weren't here. You left us alone, and we've been going off on tangents.
You know that this is what we do.
But I was telling No Chewing the other day that first of all, how's it going, guys? It's great to see you.
What's up, buddy?
And I'm so happy to at least join this, even though it's late. But it seems like I'm midway through it, so
we're not even halfway through.
I'm really excited to be here.
Well, we're waiting for you. We didn't want you to miss out.
Yeah, I appreciate it. But I was telling No Chewing last week that when we did the back-to-back top 10 times 2, and we had a number 6, I was like, all right, here we go. Let's go to number 5. Then it was number 6 again.
It just happened that the Between the Two Sentinels stream just ended, so you had to. They borrowed you for the entire show, so you just seamlessly walked over to our show.
Changed my shirt, all that.
Yep. It's the next day. It's a TV show thing.
Yeah, exactly. How are you guys doing? What are we talking about?
Great.
We're talking about Mikey, Last Ronin. What were we talking about?
That is what we've been talking about. Yep.
This is the question from Stephen Morrow. Do you think Michelangelo was fun-loving? Oh, no, that's not right. It was a different question that had. It was, if you guys had to choose, which turtle would you choose to be the last Ronin if it couldn't be who it is already? So I think I was saying I like the idea of Raph or Leo. I thought it was going to be Raph, but I would have also accepted if it was Leo.
Yeah, I mean, I think for just storytelling purposes, the shock value was supposed to be Mikey. I think everyone would have predicted Raph. Actually, when they put out the last run, I'm like, oh, Raph's going to be the last run. That makes sense. Mm-hmm. Like, I didn't even, like,
I just assumed it was too. Yeah, same.
Yeah. And so, I personally think Mikey's a good character choice in terms of that story. And I don't know, the journey makes sense to me, at least.
It does. It does.
I think that Raph would have had a lot harder time living, because we see it, like, again, not to get into the weeds too much with the comic, but like we see it with Mikey, but I think Raph would have had a much harder time living with himself.
Yes.
Than Mikey. I think Mikey, because he was able to live and grow up and be so fun-loving and have so much love for, whereas like Raph was always, hard on himself and hard on his brothers, and I don't know if he would have been able to really like
find peace.
Find that peace.
Yeah, Raph.
But that would have made a good story, being able to find peace, because he wasn't responsible for the team before, and then he went through all that trauma, and then having to be responsible for other people again, have to step into that Splinter Leo type role would have been a good arc. I also think Raph would have been a good choice, just because for that arc, just because he's always the first one to battle, always willing to basically sacrifice himself. But
Yeah.
in this set of circumstances, it didn't matter. It didn't stop anything, and now he's left alone.
Yeah.
Ultimately, it's that lesson of being that hothead that runs in the battle. What does that really serve you? You always end up burning your ass or having to be rescued. Or if you're Wolverine, you've been thrown into like a pile of crates and you've been knocked out for like 5 minutes. You know?
Yep.
I'm sure you guys talked about it, but I had a great episode, guest appearance on Between Two Sentinels with Machu, J-Shot, and the special guest Lost in Translation. So much fun. That show is so much fun. Those guys are so much fun. And boy, like they did their intro and everything. I'm like, man, there's something just like charismatic and sexy about these two. And I was like, I'm glad I'm on this show right now.
Whoa. They can have the sexy, but charismatic. Let's just have some of that over here too.
Hey, I didn't say that you guys weren't. I was just giving some
nothing the candle to light up another show.
But I had a lot of fun over there, and they just, I don't know, it was a lot of fun. In Lost in Translation, if you haven't checked her out, check her out. Man, she is just one incredible person that really just loves toy photography, and it's so wonderful for her. Like just to watch her kind of like talk about it it's really amazing to just watch and also listen to. It's a good hang. It's a good listen. Check it out.
And would that classify as what's making you happy?
That was making that made me happy. But also, you know what was making me happy? This Elektra.
Oh, you bought her. Nice.
She's awesome.
She looks great.
I think that if I saw her in the store, I would pick her up too.
I don't know why people hate her so much.
People hate her. She's incredible. This is an incredible figure. I want like
you mean like that figure or the character?
The existence of that toy when it was first revealed, people had a fit.
Really?
Yeah, it's fine. They have a fit. People have a fit. I'm saying anything.
This is why I feel like I float through life just ignoring like that kind of toxicity. Like, don't you honestly, my hobby? I love this stuff.
This could be like a top 10.
Oh yeah,
like the sculpt is so nice, articulation's on par. I mean, accessories are just two size, but I just love this sculpt.
If you want accessories, get the Deadpool pack for $50 with Hydra Bob and 20 accessories.
Oh, did you get that? I know you were really excited.
No, I want it, but for $50, that's incredible.
Why didn't you get it?
I'm not at Comic-Con.
But that's gonna go.
You have
up
to get that in person. I thought that was.
You have to get it, like some sort of one-off pre-codes.
No, but that's just for like right now. It will go up just like Serpentor and Mindbender did last year, right? Like I bought.
Well, people already have the links out already. And it's requesting a one-time code. So I think they may have corrected that. I don't know for sure. We'll find out more as Comic-Con progresses. But as of right now, I could not use that link.
Well, no, I know. But I'm saying like that's part of the... Oh, because... Wasn't Serpentor a con exclusive? But then...
It was a Pulse con exclusive.
That was a Pulse, yeah. Because I remember I was able to order it.
I'm sure it will be found at some point.
That's what I'm hoping.
Hey guys, I'm really happy I'm here.
Yeah, happy to see you. Me and Yimbo's been having a great time for 2.5 hours.
I'm sure. Oh, yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Well, 2 hours 20 minutes. You guys are good.
Yeah, we're good. All right, moving on. Yimbo's in control of the slide deck because my Verizon's being mad at me. Moving on to number 6.
Oh,
perfect.
Trini
Photographer.
Thank you, Trini Photographer. Trini is great. Also, one of the TPC nominators.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember seeing the behind the scenes of this picture or the reel. Trini is a really fantastic account. She's a blast. She's another one that's like waving that flag at toy photography. I'm pretty sure she's had galleries of her work put up.
Yeah.
Like just really tremendous stuff. And go back and like track down this reel on her page because it is just such a feel good.
It's joyful.
It's setting off fireworks for like
all the kids watching
and like everybody having a blast. So check this out. It's amazing.
That was cool.
Sentinel Noir pre-orders just went live.
Oh, for where? Where?
No, show me where. Where are we going? Chris is gonna go there right now.
Where are we talking? Just this stream isn't going fast enough to.
No, that's just fine. No, you can use a browser. That's the reason why I'm not in control right now is because my internet speed is crazy low and I can't fix it.
Oh, okay. All right. Well.
Anyways, I'm sorry.
I see a picture of it. I see it. It's a rubber cape. It's a rubber cape.
Is it on a site that we can take a look at together?
I don't know. I just looked on Instagram. I just searched Sentinel Noir, and there's pictures up of him.
Okay. Well, let me see.
Chris, you want to bring that up?
Yeah, I'm looking.
And in the meantime, thank you, Shroomy, for giving us that late breaking news update.
Yeah, look at you. Love it. Anyway, going back to this incredible photo. It's so nice. This is the Bumblebee that people were just telling you to get.
Yeah.
I mean,
it looks great. Although I would say, as much as I love Bumblebee, I think if I was going to buy one, it would be Cliff Jumper. The red one.
Oh.
Yeah. Where am I looking for this thing?
Diggs Fig says it has an articulated trench coat.
Oh, all right. I gotta do some.
And then
did it go up for pre-order?
Hobby Link Japan has it.
Oh my god!
Thank you, Diggs Figs. Also, fantastic black and yellow shot today. Really good. He did the Super 7 Homer spacesuit.
Oh, nice.
Really good. But Trini Photographer has a fantastic TikTok account, constantly putting out these awesome little videos behind the scenes, inspiring people to do more and just to try and have a lot of fun with their toys. She does a great job, great member of the toy community. Love the shot. I admit with everyone, it's a cool figure. I am considering it. And I'm also considering buying Cliff Jumper instead. But it's really cool. I love the little firework effects. Very Sir Dork-like. Something I don't think at least 2 out of 3 toy daddies have not tried personally. Or at least successfully. I tried it once. Not successful that one time. Chris Con, let's do it in the parking lot.
I have some I can bring with me. I have the little shower of sparklers or whatever. Shower of sparks.
Don't bring that over the border. Don't bring it over the border, Yimbo. I don't want you to get in trouble.
Well, they're like sold in Walmart. Are they totally illegal in Mass?
I don't think sparklers are illegal, are they?
Yeah, they're just like ground stuff. They're sold in Targets and Walmart.
Okay. Not ours, I don't think.
Yeah, it's not. Jersey.
Never mind. I won't bring any contraband across state lines.
Yeah,
I have some.
I'm just looking out for you.
All right, so we have some answers while the boys look for where we can show off the new Sentinel Noir. We've been starving for a new Sentinel Spire reveal, but for the favorite toy growing up, they were the TMNT figures, especially Raphael. I would say most people's favorite was Raphael. In this photo, it's a 3.0 MDLX Bumblebee collectible. Very cool figure. And she took this photo outdoors using practical effects, mini fireworks, and a fast shutter speed. One light facing the figure at a 45-degree angle. Ooh. The Loom Cube Panel Pro. Very cool. For number 4, what's making you happy in the toy community right now? I really do appreciate the support and the camaraderie that exists within the toy community. The willingness to share ideas and do collaborations. The positivity, WRT comments, and sharing photos. I consider myself very lucky to be part of this community. Absolutely. I think we all feel that way. Thank you for the answers, and thank you for continuing to be you. Oh,
Yep.
it's good.
Yep.
Click add to cart. Buy it right now.
I am on my phone.
Oh my god, that looks good. Keep going.
Yeah. Oh god.
So how's that articulated?
I
Pop up?
have no idea. Oh well, it's definitely definitely this thing here. I'm sure it's like you peg into the back and you can move it.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like the Revoltech.
Oh, the
my
crossover arm,
Lord.
so they saw that same level of
Oh,
articulation.
look at that.
The hat comes off.
Mm.
Common web effect.
Mm-hmm.
Base.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else? Any other promo picks?
Yeah, all of these.
Running. So you got that good knee joint. What is that?
Oh, I think it's a smoking gun.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
I thought Noir was smoking. I was like, I didn't see that in the movie.
Oh, look at all this.
Oh my god, this looks good.
Yeah, well, we all knew that was going to.
And the height, nice. Good height.
Oh, it's a lit match. He said lit match.
And the
There they
teams-
are together. That's all I want is all of them together.
All right. Well, yeah, that's it.
Council buy? All buy?
Yeah, that's a buy.
How much is 12,000 yen? What is that? 100
It's 110. 110.
Oof.
It looks beautiful. I got nothing else to say. It looks really good. The tone of the show has shifted to hot. So hot it'll melt. Yo, plastic. Oh, plastic.
Well, I'm still waiting on Sentinel Gwen to come in stock at Entertainment Earth. Promo code.
No chewing, all caps.
There you
For
go.
10% off your in-stock purchases and free shipping. Chris, are you buying it right now?
Yep, I just bought it.
How is it still pre-ordered?
Yeah. How is it still pre-ordered? What do you mean?
No, I'm Entertainment Earth. Why is it not in stock yet? People have her. Why is it not here? Why does Entertainment Earth not have it yet?
Maybe they're not getting it then. I don't know.
No, they will. It's just
So are you thinking wait until get to Entertainment Earth as well for Noir?
no. I'll wait and see. I mean, I don't know. I only have one import account at AmiAmi, and I had canceled my Sentinel Gwen when we were all in like a canceling mode. And then, yeah,
You're good.
I think you're fine. I think you should order it. I don't know if I'm gonna order it. I don't know. There's so many toys. Terrible timing.
Yeah, but Noir is one I think you would want.
I know. Does it come with the Rubik's Cube?
That's so that I was like, it should come with a Rubik's Cube, shouldn't it? Right?
Right? Like, wait,
It really
no, that's
should.
the first question. Was it in one of the pictures? No?
No, it wasn't in the accessories.
yeah.
Hmm.
I'm hoping it's like a surprise. Is that's what's gonna make or break it?
No. It's the fact that I just made all these purchases. Holy.
Yeah, I know, I get it.
Well, that's
Actually,
why,
I do have
Sentinel
my
Gwen.
credit with Big Bad, so maybe.
Sentinel Gwen, like I know we're all like in a canceling mood with Sentinel Gwen, but my God, like having it in hand, it's put my faith back into Sentinel. I love it. I really love that figure.
Well, I never lost my faith in Sentinel. It was just a matter of getting like the figure arts in hand and being like, oh, I guess
Yimbo, there's an offer.
if I traded the Gwen I have for his future. I am happy. Mind you, I am happy. You're the
Now
one
we're
that got
doing
me.
short trades for action figures. This is now the action figure stock market.
I'm in a good place, so don't worry, everybody. I see Steven Morrow saying Big Bad hasn't got his Fury Wolf beaten, the veteran William. I totally know. Hey, I'm the one that's all about like I'm good. I'm good. I'm fine. I'm good. I'll get to say
Happy
when it's meant to be. I'll get it in hands. That's not what I'm freaking out of because I have options. Like the longer I wait for Sentinel Gwen and Sentinel Noir means like I'll actually get to use my legends and I'll get to use my SHF Gwen, which I love. I love that one, and Machu had already gotten that one in hand. So
Machu, bring it on the road trip.
Yeah,
Bring it on the road trip to ChrisCon.
at the very least, if you do bring it as one of the packed figures to pose up, I do want to play with Spider-Ham. Like that's who I'm very curious about the most. Again, like you said, you're buying a Spider-Ham with an accessory of Gwen.
Honestly, the Gwen is superior to Spider-Ham, but yeah. Just bring it in the car and then leave it in the car when he drops you off, Machu.
Yeah, in the glove box.
Yeah, leave it in the glove box. The big ass glove box.
It's New Jersey glove box.
Yes, you put whole groceries in there, right?
Hey, Greg, formerly the Brute Scale. Oh, right. You're not late. You're right on time, buddy.
Yeah, we're only halfway through because that's what we do.
We're not even halfway. That says number 6. All right, let's move on.
Yimbo.
Yes.
Click.
You have to click.
Oh, I thought you were telling me to do the robot voice, and I'm like, no, man, we've got the robot voice. Number 5. There you go.
Utari 274. Fantastic shot. Chris, go ahead. Since you
There's so much going on in this photo. First of all, RoboCop on a moped. That's a moped, right?
Yes.
Not a motorcycle, not a motocicleta. It's a moped. I've been polishing up on my Spanish. I have to say, I love the light coming in from this window. Do you see like the lines?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's
what is that effect called? Do either of you know?
Mr. Machu?
Shadowing?
Shadowing?
Right?
It's just so wonderful. Just because that really brings out this photo.
Mm-hmm.
And not to mention, like, there's just way too much. Who's the character on top of right on top of?
Based on the chat, Shumi says Anya is adorable. So I want to say her name's Anya.
Okay.
I don't know where she's from, but I do know that somebody like George, but not Washington, uses that figure and that head sculpt in a lot of his silly mashup reels.
You're right.
But I just don't know. I don't know the character.
You're right, though. And I love those light rays.
That's it.
Did you like it, guys? Did you like that?
There we go. I was hoping for something fancier.
I know, me too. Me too.
Like when he says like things like, "Oh, it's the cowboy angle." I'm like, "Oh,
yeah." Or light fracturing.
Spy Family, I believe.
Spy Family. What's that?
That still doesn't ring a bell.
Is that an anime?
A character.
Yeah, I know.
It's
Is that
an anime.
Okay.
And Sully just joined. What's going on now, Bird? Now playing photographer. I know it's photography. I'm just playing.
But yeah, and those murals or the walls in the back, really cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's a good display. I love the window, as you said. And there's a lot of joy. You don't really see RoboCop expressing joy. So this is really cool.
RoboCop's so tragic. That's why.
I know. I'm not saying he should be happy. I'm just saying that in this photo.
We all want him to find happy, like Raph if he was the last Ronin. See, I turned it, like, connected it, guys. Mm-hmm. Even though I missed so much.
He find happiness. I mean, acceptance. He would find responsibility. Probably happiness. He'd become Splinter. So he'd probably have fun playing those like splintery like games with the new kids. You know, like when his Splinter teaches a lesson and then laughs at them after.
Yes. And then eats pizza with them.
Oh, Shavar has the answer. It is called a Gobo Lighten.
Gobo lighting.
There we go.
Gobo lighting. Gobo lighting. Can't remember.
Yeah, but what do you think about this photo?
I love it. I mean, it's super silly. It's beautifully set up. It's the nice contrast of, like, again, dark and spooky and serious, like with the atmosphere that's created, and then like the characters and actually what they're doing being incredibly silly. So it's great. I'm just still like, I'm wondering which RoboCop, if it's the NECA, because that NECA is like getting the articulation going on that is very impressive. If it's the NECA, I'm wondering if it's like I think Haya, if it's a smaller scale, if it's the 4-inch one, maybe they're a little bit more articulate. Because that NECA one that I have I don't think I could get him doing that.
I mean, I broke Ryan's one when I unboxed it, trying to put the gun back in its leg.
The gun was.
We fixed it. We fixed it.
Well, yeah, we fixed it, but it broke very quickly.
Yeah, it's not an easy one to work with. Which is
Back to that light.
But yeah,
Gobo lighting. Shavara is also describing it. When you set something in front of your light to shape its projection, it's called gobo lighting. Learn something new. Thank you.
and that's why we love sharing these tips, even if we don't know. Again, we don't pretend to be experts. Oh yeah, Mafex had one. That's right. I forgot Mafex had one.
Maybe. Yeah.
That's probably what it be.
I do love those cats.
Yeah, it's a nice touch.
Yeah.
I'm worried about them too. So for the answers,
I think we have a disagreement in what
Oh.
gobo lighting is. Is it a go between lighting, where there's something between the
Well, that's what
lights or-
a gobo
Isn't
would
that-
be. Go between, right?
Yeah, so that's the window.
The shorthand version.
Got you.
go between gobo. Okay, it's one of the two. We're good. So for the answers, favorite toy growing up, I love Anya, Mythic Legion, Samurai, Star Wars, and very detailed toys. Oh, so maybe Utari either is telling me the current toys that they like, or maybe they're still growing up. Second one, mostly for the photo toy within the photo, mostly Anya. I mix it with all the toys, so the theme in my photo is Anya and her friends.
Nice.
Okay, that's
Very
fun.
cool.
I like that.
I like, like a page mascot type of deal.
Yeah, that's really cool. I want to give that a try. No, that's a really good idea. For the story behind the photo, I want to make the toys in my photos look alive, so I use dioramas and lighting here and there. Lately, I like to make ROL. What does that acronym stand for? ROL. And toy photos are very fun. I'm not quite sure what ROL is. In toy photos, I can freely express how the photo I want. And for the last question, what's making you happy in the toy community? Get input on style, accessories, and more. Add friends and network, because from here, the community will often take part in events inside and outside of the city, and will gather in these events, thus add information that was previously unknown. That way, my social life will also develop. Oh, cool.
Nice.
Didn't realize that's nice that she has a community that will do things outside for events. That's awesome.
That is great.
Go
So,
social
yeah.
life.
Actually, I'm not sure if it she or he. So I'm just gonna say they.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, Utari 274.
It's a beautiful photo, and now I want to go check out
Mayfax
Anya.
RoboCop.
No,
No, yeah,
good.
you're
I have my NECA one. I'm good.
order your Sentinel Noir.
The cart that.
Yeah, but do you mind?
Sure, okay. Utari, yeah. Man, really good. Oh, and Anya isn't all of these. This is awesome. Oh my god, this is a fantastic account. Oh, there's an actual part 2 to this. LOL, where like they fell over. Oh, this is great. This is an awesome account. Oh my god, these pictures.
Actually, that's
All right,
very
so
true. The one with the Joker. The two with
and
the
her
Joker.
hiding behind the dumpster. Yeah. Oh my god, these are great.
Oh yeah, these are
So
fantastic.
excellent. Go check out Utari. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, give
Um,
Utari a follow. She does
yeah.
label herself as she, her. So
Yeah.
yeah, give her a follow. This is a fantastic account. So fun.
Beautiful. Beautiful work, Utari. And
It's a side
now,
conversation between Nodber and Machu.
oh,
That's
you took
interesting.
over. You took over the thing?
Yeah, I'll just take over.
Oh, all right. Well, that works.
Are you okay
Right.
with that?
Fine. I am. I get it. Now, you just got to do what you got to do.
Sorry,
I'm not
Jason
used to
Momoa.
running, so I would keep just now that the three of us are back. I'm just going into chill mode. I'm just posing up like Tobey Maguire, just like I'm like,
We're
oh, now I just
22
get to
minutes
be
away
like a
from a
talking guy.
midnight roll. Midnight roll's coming.
No,
What
I
should we
appreciate
drink?
you taking over. Actually, it gives me a quick chance. You go to the next one. I am gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
Sounds good.
I never get to do this, but I've been chugging water. Drink your water, people. I'll be right back.
All right, let's go to. I'm just wondering why this is not
In
showing.
presentation modes.
Yeah. Background theme. Oh, that's why slideshow. Here we go.
Number 4, HRPRTM 20.
Yes.
I feel like
Yep.
that.
What did you say?
I was just gonna say I feel like that's actually supposed to be like pronounced in a different way than just reading off the letters.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure. Like, it doesn't look like any word that I. If anyone knows in the chat,
I
But we-
want to say higher part time, but that can't be right.
I like that.
People in the chat, do you know this photographer? Is
Yeah.
it higher part time 20?
Or our pro Tim.
Our pro time?
Our pro Tim. Could be, right?
It
Now
could
we
be.
were just talking about to Cox Reed about how he wanted to do something different, and he was thinking of just concentrating on some photography on like 1/64th, whatever, Hot Wheels
Mhm.
cars. And I feel like this is like a different type of skill, right? It's certainly a different type of setup, just like your 1/6 versus your 1/12.
It's like
Now,
shooting Lego. You have to get to you have to. It's a smaller scale, so it's a different dynamic.
mhm. You've shot cars like this, right?
Yeah. I've taken a few shots.
Yeah. This is great. I love the Dutch tilt here. And I love that background, which looks like it's supposed to be mountains, but they do a great job at making sure that bokeh in the back,
The Bo-Katan in the back.
Bo-Katan in back, just
Bo-Katan
really.
in black. Ooh, I like that.
Bo-Katan in black. Does she have a brown robe or a black robe?
She's never in black.
Is it brown?
Oh, I don't know. Does she normally wear a robe?
Well, what was her robe in Mandalorian? Was it white?
Did she wear a robe?
Yeah, she wore a hood. I remember she put it on.
Oh, I don't remember. I don't remember that at all.
Or maybe it was, I don't know. But back to this photo. Fantastic photo. The bokeh in the back really does blend well and look like some sort of like desert mountain range. And I don't know if this is supposed to be Fast and Furious, but it looks like where they raced in the.
I was saying this
last
is
movie.
Transformers. Like that could be Bumblebee. This is Transformers 2. That's Bumblebee, and those two are the annoying twins in that movie.
Oh yeah.
And Jace, it's a warm splash of yellow.
Yeah, right. It's the TA_Black and Wednesdays. I'm gonna throw out a little thing before I get to this picture. That normally, because I'm sitting here and I do drink water throughout all of my streams, and because of my teaching, where I have to go extended amounts of time without using the bathroom, it felt like when a substitute or another teacher happens to visit your class and just like, hey, while you're here, I'm just gonna run to the bathroom real quick.
So true. Someone like drops a message into your classroom.
Yep. It's like,
Hey,
oh yeah,
you
while
want-
you're here. Anyway, this is a gorgeous shot. I really do enjoy when we get to see some of these smaller vehicle type toy pictures, whether it's Hot Wheels. I'm very curious to know the line of this because these are definitely, are these the mini ones like the Jada
I think
Hollywood?
so. I think it's the tiny ones.
That's amazing.
I mean, I hope we have answers, but
We
I
have
agree.
answers.
It's a cool photo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love this because of the complexity of the size. It's
Yeah.
cool.
And I love the
Oh,
texture on the
man.
ground in the foreground. So yeah.
Wow. No chewing. You know your cars. So I have some answers here from our pro time.
I
20,
still say higher part time sounds great.
or
Higher
our
part time 20, and that 20 makes sense because that's part time.
20 is part time.
Yeah, it's not full time.
True. 40 would be full time.
Come on, keep up.
Why wouldn't it be our halftime?
Hour half, hour pour time.
Okay. Well, what was your favorite toy growing up? My favorite toy are all Iron Man suit.
Oh, cool.
What are the figures in the photo? 3 cars, iconic in Transformers 2,
Mhm.
Revenge of the Fallen, Bumblebee, Skids, and Mudflap. All toys are in diecast.
Nice.
Tell me more about your scene. I remake the scene when they were in Jordan.
Okay. Yep. Yeah.
Okay. And what do you love in the toy community right now? I can get acquainted with new people who have the same hobby as me, and I can take lessons from them about toy photography.
Very cool.
Just like we can take lessons from you in this wonderful photo.
Yeah. Really great choice of lighting in the back. I didn't
Yeah.
know that, but it
Blends well, doesn't it?
blends perfectly and really helps the vehicles pop.
Awesome. Well, our part-time 20. Thank you.
And now a more touch of, since we were talking about potty breaks, and Machu said, like this past Sunday night on my stream, I had on Chewy and the Between Two Sentinels boys, and at one point, it turned into a Between Two Sentinels takeover of Yuma Reviews Everything, because I was like, yeah, well, you guys are here. All right, I'm going to go to the bathroom. And
Well, look,
tomorrow, I agree with that wholeheartly. full stop.
And Steve Morrow, thank you. HRP RTM 20 is Peru Pratomo with no vowels.
oh,
Very
okay.
cool.
Thank you, Steve.
Awesome.
Steve, the fact checker of TPC.
Good job, Little Figures.
Very true. There's
Oh,
nothing wrong. Reporting no misinformation there. That is correct.
So let's go off first. I believe the very first photo is by Copper State Bricks. Yimbo, you selected this photo.
I did. Wyatt kills it constantly with his, minifigures, whether it's with Lego, primarily Lego.
Primarily Legos, yeah.
Now he's gotten into the Diamond Select mini mates, and he's now come to embrace what we've talked about and discovered with like the extra articulation and accessories. But he knows what he's doing when he goes into 1/12 scale, and this Fortnite figure, I have a version of her myself. I think it might be this one, because I see the sword that she has. She has like a backpack with like kind of like a master sword, and the backpack has like a little link shield on it. I can't remember her name at the moment, but yeah, she's a very cool figure, and again, just really great job editing and beautiful outdoor shot. Sorry, just in case we don't, but we might get to talk about his shot next week in the top 10. But congratulations, Wyatt.
And coming up next is Sequential Plastics photo of a is that one of the Kongs? eating bananas.
Yes.
Very cool shot, very creative, and people in the chat are actually talking about that right now. Thanos copter, Toy Father's favorite copter of all time, not Dragonfly, Thanos. Where did Zach get those bananas? And Not a Bird, of course, knows the answer. He made those.
Yeah, I remember that from the post. Yep. So you can go check out Zach.
Play. Oh,
Yeah. Zach
talent.
is an amazing account, and it's not just the pictures that are great; it's his write-ups. And if you go visit this post, he's talked about these bananas before, and they're awesome. So
He has a great podcast voice, good personality, does all this creative stuff with toy photography, but then also knows how to play an instrument. Incredible. Cool.
He's a Renaissance man.
Yes, he is.
Like Leonardo.
We know talented people.
Not the turtle.
No, the turtle too.
He's focused on really one thing. I would probably say Donatello's or Michelangelo are probably more, has more variety of skills and interests.
Da Vinci? Da Vinci had his inventions.
We're talking about the turtle at this point.
Oh.
He said Leonardo, and I said not the turtle. And they said, no, the turtle.
I was just saying because his name was Leonardo, not because he was a Renaissance man.
And I had invited Toy Addict 17 to select a photo this week as well.
Oh,
and
nice.
This photo from Rider Kick JP 1990 of these two, I assume, correct me if I'm wrong, two Kamen Rider characters.
Yeah.
Forgive me, I don't know the franchise as well. But fantastic photo.
Yeah, you got it. Awesome. And to finalize it, to end all of the warm splash of yellow, we got Cox Create right here. Our boy Cox Create. He posted the SpongeBob and Patrick, and I just love the way he kind of filtered this, and it looks really nice, especially with that splash of yellow he got going on.
Yeah, very cool shot.
Right? There's a lot of depth there going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he set up a nice environment, especially for these toys in this scale. He did a great job.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to the new secret hashtag. Oh, I made a wrong one. Oh, God.
TPC cons.
All right, we have two secret hashtags, apparently. My mistake. This is going to bite us later.
What is this?
I already announced it before. It's supposed to be con season. If you want to type that in right now, maybe we can catch it before people.
Yeah, hold on. Sorry. Let me see what I can do here. Here, why don't we do this? Move. Let's talk.
Kamen Rider Kuga and Agito. Nice. Thank you. Danny DeVito was a Renaissance man. I would believe that. I absolutely would.
Danny DeVito's the best. Oh, I took a picture. So,
Nothing makes Yimbo happier than thinking about Danny.
It's DeVito. So true. So this is hilarious. Or at least I cracked myself up. Let me see if I can find it. Yes. So 2 weeks ago, so not this past Sunday, but the one before, I did a stream from the Jersey Shore. So I was out of my basement, and I was wearing a smiling Danny DeVito shirt. And I talked about how in New Jersey, he's like literally on billboards everywhere. And I ended up taking a picture of him. It's so I'm going to send it to you guys later, but it's him with a Jersey Mike's billboard. And I'm like, oh, there's Danny DeVito. This is, I'm telling you, I see him everywhere. I see his big smiling face everywhere. So yeah, I'll send it to you guys now.
Much you enjoyed Cox Create's photo. All right, so we announced this earlier in the episode, right before we started the top 10. This is our secret hashtag #TPC_con season. So tag your photos with this. We'll be searching for it. We'll select 3 photos from that pool of photos to be then featured on the TPC Instagram page.
I cannot wait to see your Con Air photos, guys.
Ooh.
Nick Cage.
Really cool.
Do it.
I would love that. I really would.
Whoa. Whoa.
Right.
Jace.
Crushing it.
Storybook underscore heroes. You know, Jace, Storybook Heroes, he always does a great job with cinematic photos that are fairly epic. Now, I know I'd actually just talked to Jace for a little bit last week. He is in Guam, I believe, and his country had just gone through a huge flood. So he had gone with no power for about 2 weeks. He was working on generators, and um, the government was sending food like to each house, like daily. And so now he's just trying to get back into the photography because everything seems to be moving along, and he's gotten power back, and he can charge his phone now. So just little things that we take for granted, such as like you may see someone's photos, right, but you don't know what they're going through on a daily basis. And so Jace always seems to be a very positive person, always concentrates on really great photos, and he's like the definition of a wonderful person in our toy community. Wow, this photo is fantastic. So much going on.
It's a
What do you guys
great
think?
shot. So much detail. The layering of in all this photo and all of Jason's photos are incredible.
Like I was saying before, it's like a hyper. It's just hyper realistic.
Yeah.
Like whenever I think, like I've said before, like I try to get my toys to look real. Jace makes his toys look real, and he has those stellar dioramas, as we talked about at the beginning of the show. One Twelve Wonders and Diorama Boy. He has his own little storybook heroes, like city that he's created with all of these epic, like just you could see all the different accessories in there, and man, it's look at how it's all loaded up. Like this is so great. Um, just again the details of like the Octopus Man, the Doc Ock with the Mezco 2099 Spidey, web mask. You have Venom hanging out at the top up there. I love Sandman literally coming out of that pile of sand behind all that rubble. It's excellent.
Oh, I didn't even see that. That's really cool.
Yeah. So cool.
So, like I keep telling you, Jason, you don't need another diorama, but also if you get it, I'll be looking forward to everything that you do with your additions to the city, because it's great. It's all great.
Yeah, I'm going against Yimbo. You should definitely get that dial.
Get the dial, but honestly, like, yeah, I feel like I see this dial a lot, but at the same time, you shoot it at such different angles that it doesn't look like it's being reused,
Yeah, I mean we had him on. He was again voted into a top 10 where didn't we discuss where it was Spidey and like the Turtles playing basketball?
Oh yeah.
Right, way back, like a few months ago. And
gosh, we've done so many of these.
No, I know. So like, but like that one,
one of them.
I loved every single one, and that's what I mean. And like the stuff comes back as we talk about it, and it's like, in that particular picture, again, using the same type of stuff, but the way it was shot and set up, that felt like a whole different section, a whole different borough of the city. So again, you kill it, man.
Always. Well, Jace did get back to me with the answers. What is your favorite figure right now? I can't say. I don't have a favorite figure right now, but I do have a favorite line, and that's Mezco.
Nice.
And third-party figures.
Mm.
What are the figures in the photo? I use Sandman, Doc Ock, Rhino, Venom, and of course, Spider-Man. 3, tell us more about the photo. I wanted to display a shot of Spider-Man having to multitask like he always does. A glimpse of the chaos he deals with. The dioramas and props are in the shot are different, are from different dio builders. Without their art, I wouldn't be able to set up my shot in the way I envisioned. Thank you. A big thank you to all of them. What's your goal in photography right now? I don't have a goal, to be honest. I do this for pure enjoyment. The only thing I can think of is to inspire others the way I was inspired. I scroll on IG and I see dope toy pics out of nowhere, and bam, a person's childhood is unlocked, and that's good enough for me. I
Very
forgot to
cool.
mention Chase does shred on the guitar too. He's in a band.
Multi-talented people. Not surprising because of the shot. That totally makes sense. Jace is also probably a doctor and really, really rich and possibly can fly.
Probably all that, yeah.
Jace, talented dude, man. Love it, love it, love it. Keep it up. I really can't wait to see, since he's getting the dio. I really can't wait to see what kind of stuff he's gonna come up with it.
Awesome.
Look at him depth in this, literally the boop boop boop.
So good
buildings, I know.
And it still conveys that story of, and yeah, the multitasking. There's a lot that you can look around, and it's part of the story itself. But the main point of action is Spider-Man really trying to stop the Rhino from going through, while also, and none of the extra details or effects take away from that first bit of motion and action.
Mm-hmm.
It just complements it.
So good. All right, congratulations, Storybook Heroes. It all figures.
Number 2, since it was working on my computer.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. Yimbo's computer worked better.
Yeah. Well, however, Yimbo's voice is better.
How dare you? A reminder, people. The automated voice is my voice.
How dare you?
How dare you say his robot voice is better than my auto-tuned robot voice?
How dare you? I'm sorry, Chewy.
It's all right. Let's talk about this one. It all figures. We spoke about him earlier. Very talented person. Is doing these amazing short comic strips called Stitches. So not only a great toy photographer, but a great artist, real nice guy. Drew us as superheroes, which we really appreciate. Soon to be stickers being handed out at ChrisCon.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a fantastic photo. It's part of that challenge that we were talking about, Into the Toyverse, and it all figures did a fantastic job with this. It's all the different versions of, Raph and the Lone. We were just talking about Last Run, but it's all the different versions of Turtles combined into this nice string facing off, the old or the previous versus the new.
Really can't wait for that Ultimate Raph Last Ronin. That looks so good.
I like the because I thought it was Mikey. No, silly Machu. But I like the progression, because again, it's like the evolution of man type thing. But
Yeah.
it's really interesting because it's by age, but it was very clever the way that it was put together, because you have the baby turtle, you have the toddler turtle, but then it goes in like original Mirage to cartoon to movie to then Last Rodent and now Mutant Mayhem. So it's like not just age wise, but then chronologically. It's just again a very creative way of doing this evolution of Raph.
And I'm gonna say that Last Ronin in an alternate.
Oh, that's what Machu was saying.
Yeah.
It's an alternate reality where it was Raph.
Right.
I'm with It All Figures. I'm team It All Figures.
Wait, what was that? Wait, what did you say that? Say that again. What was that?
There's an alternate reality where the Last Run was in fact Raphael.
Really?
I'm sure. I mean, if you believe in the multiverse, everything.
You made this up. Sorry.
Made up multiverse.
I was like, there's a comic where.
Yes, It All Figures will write us that comic or draw us that comic.
That goes back to the question that we were just talking about, and that's what we like. We didn't even read it, and we assumed that Raph was going to be the last runner, right? So
yeah,
right.
I think everyone did.
Yeah. So that's right.
It works, Sean. Don't worry. Obviously,
don't let Kristen take you down. We love this.
Me? What did I say?
Just mess around.
I just love that better robot voice from Yimbo.
The funny thing is,
Just kidding.
I didn't
Nerds.
even pick up on that connection. Like I just saw it all as Raph because I really do think that we all assumed it was going to be Raphael. Like I think
Yeah.
that was just all baked into our core. So like I literally Maju it was the one that caught it. No one else caught it. Everybody else was just That's too funny. Oh, I like that. That Mayhem Rap is there calling him out. Get out of here, Mikey. That
Well-
actually works pretty nicely. Get out of
That does
line.
work.
Well, I didn't get any written answers from It All Figures. I got a video.
Yes.
Be sure to
Let's
crank
check
the
it out.
volume.
Can you hear it?
So here we are again.
Oh,
What
yes.
do I have to do? Is it like a magic passport, or do I have to pay more?
Can you hear it?
It's a little soft.
It's getting expensive. I'll take it because the images you've seen tonight. I mean, you've seen them. Yeah, I really even shouldn't be on this list, but I'm grateful that I am, and thank you very much for voting for me. It's greatly appreciated. Now, hopefully you can hear me better this time. Hopefully it doesn't take 20 minutes to load the video, and I'll keep it much shorter. I won't ramble as much. I got a couple of questions. Let me get to them and knock them out of the park. What my favorite toy is right now, and the answer is all of them. I guess the latest one. So the most recent born is my favorite. Is how I'm going to approach that. We live in a utopia right now of toy design, toy production, things that you wish when you were a kid would come to fruition, and now they are. It's just ridiculous. I don't know what I'm going to do when I'm 65, but right now it's awesome. What are the toys in the photo? Number 2, Raphael, the turtle. Into the Toyverse was a great concept. I love the idea of this. So I had a bunch of turtles. I was like, oh, I can take one of them and just do like a little progression, like a little lineage thing, like a progression of evolution, if you will, of the turtle. It's loose. It's a loose concept. It's not exact. I'm missing a couple. And before I get just bombed in the live chat, before I get inundated with any more posts, I know now that it's not Raphael, the Last Ronin, that it's Michelangelo. I haven't read the book. I'm a kid of the 80s. My entire involvement with Turtle Comics stopped at like issue 4, the original run, and it's just not been in my wheelhouse ever since. So I've not actually read The Last Ronin. I just assumed with its edge and this sort of dark nature and the revenge aspect of it that it would be Raphael. I mean, come on. It's like, it fits. That would be the case. But I was very quickly pointed out that it wasn't. So now I have bought The Last Ronin, and at some point I will read The Last Ronin so I don't continue to sound like a moron. So thank you. The venue of it, the sort of setting, the diorama. You know, I was sick for a bit, and when I came back, I had been getting involved in a lot of dioramas. I had been doing foam stuff. I got a pile of foam over there. I have a Batmobile that's in disarray that has electronics sort of all strewn about it. But I'm kind of getting into it slowly. And so when I decided to start taking photos again, I wanted to do something very simple, sort of like an off-Broadway one-act show where you have a very sparse environment, maybe a couple props and some characters, and that's how you divine where you're at. The setting and the story is all divined from just the things that are on the stage, and your imagination does the rest. So I'm trying to keep it very minimalistic because I'm trying to find the core of the. No, it's bullshit. I just, it's lazy. I don't feel like, you've seen tonight in the images earlier, and the one that's number 1 that's coming up after this, you'll see just how good dioramas can be, how good settings can be, how digital dioramas and hardcore construction of like buildings and trees and like, I ain't got the time. I got other things I'm trying to do. I have just kind of whittled myself down to something very simple and tried to tell a one act joke or a one act scene in all the photos I'm taking right now. So it's it's not perfect, but it is it's my style right now, I guess. And number three, what's making me happy in the toy pick community, and I picked this one out of sync because I wanted to address this. Um, I had a medical issue a couple weeks ago. I was in the hospital for a week, isolated and in a bed, and not really able to get up and move around, and really at the edge for a while there. I just let it float out there because you don't know who you're interacting with on here, right? These relationships that we're cultivating through this community and through these different efforts and endeavors, um, they don't have a real sense. At least I don't have a real sense of how tangible that is, right? So I don't know who's affected by my work, who follows my work, who likes to see it, who doesn't, who's waiting for me to collaborate or what have you. So I wanted to make sure that I just sort of put it out there that no, I wasn't doing so well, and at some point I'll be back in it. But I'm loving everything that you're doing, and it was amazing the response I got from people that I thought we were insta friends, but the care and the camaraderie and the community of it was really kind of surprising to me, and it really it touched me here, and it really touched my heart in a way I didn't know it would. And this show, watching it from my hospital bed, watching you guys, the Padres, do your thing, reading the live chat, and just the warm wishes and the get well and the how you doing, just the follow up has been unbelievable, and it elevated these connections to another level. So what's making me happy in the community right now is just the community of it. The fact that these relationships are different than I thought they were. They're more than I thought they were. And that is incredible to me. And I'm lucky I got out of that with all my faculties still intact and as sharp as I was, but it was a scary thing. And I also thought I'd share that we're getting a little older. There's some rust on these wheels now. And so we need to be aware of that sort of stuff and take that shit seriously because it will creep up on you. And so, as much as everybody has been there for me, I just want to say I'm there for you. If ever you need anything or ever want anything, uh, just reach out. And I'm going to continue to try to give back and try to do as much as I can. I'm going to be bridging more into my art as we go forward. And, Wade talked about it on Unparalleled ODS. He talked about it on his live stream, but we're going to be doing the comic book later this year, which I'm super jazzed about. And congrats again for funding. It's great to see one of us bubble up from the bottom, and I hope to follow your footsteps at some point. But this has been a remarkable last few weeks and experience with everybody out there, everybody watching, everybody participating in this live chat, which I'm in right now. And I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Truly, thank you. It touched me in a way that I can never truly express. And so, thank you. Just thank you. Can't say it any more than that. No, you probably want to talk about more toys. So you can just go get the hell out. You got shit to do. Go get out of my shed. Go. Bye. Bye.
Oh, that's fun.
Ease into the volume. Ease into the volume.
Sorry, Macho.
Fantastic. Thank you at all figures. I mean, I think you kind of nailed it in terms of just saying, this community is more than just about like toy photography. Oh, what's going on here? Sorry. Just it's more than just about toy photography itself. It's just about the community itself and how we're all there for each other. And if things were to, go south on something, all of us are here to support each other, right? I think we learned that from one of our dear friends who passed away. And just knowing that, this is just a hobby and that all of us behind the cameras are real people too. And that's why it's so important to be kind to one another when we're here talking about photos, interacting with one another, giving each other respect. That's really what the positive interactions are across our community right now. So, and that's what makes it a great community.
Really. So, Sean, we're so happy you're doing so much better. And dude, that was scary. It was scary. Like that was. We're just happy, you're doing well, man. And how freaking cool that you're going to be working on Odious now. And that was awesome. So, congratulations, dude, for coming in number 2. You will absolutely hit that top spot. I have no doubt over one of the upcoming streams that we will continue to do together with all of you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely great video message. Glad you're doing well, and that's great. Exciting news about the comic, and I know we're all personal fans of that new, like more recent Stitches comic strip that you've been pushing out the past couple of weeks. So keep it up. We really enjoy it.
Awesome. Let's move on to
number 1.
Oh, look at this action. Paul Brown, 12. Look at that. The debris off the wall is my favorite part of this photo.
Yeah, this photo when it debuted or was nominated, it was like, wow, this is probably going to go to number 1. This was a really amazing photo. What do you think that they used in is that atmosphere aerosol? I don't think it is, right?
I think it's a few things. I think it's atmosphere aerosol. I think they also probably, if I had to guess, they used can of air to kick up a lot of the debris off the ground.
Ooh.
And
Okay.
then I think I don't know how they got the debris coming off the wall. Maybe they just threw it at the figures. But I have to imagine that this is a few layers of photos together.
Oh, got it. Yeah. Wow. So epic,
It's really
right?
cool. There's so much going on here, and it gives it a great sense of action.
Yeah. Look at that light right behind Venom's legs.
Yeah. That really helps kick out the air, pick up all of the mist and, I don't know, it just really accelerated. Come on, maybe that's not the right word. It's getting late. But helping catch all of the mist of however it was created, but I don't know, it was a nice addition. Definitely a nice addition. Added that contrast to it.
Yeah, it really did. Well, you know what? Paul did get back to me, and you're such a trooper. He did a great job. I have been in the top 10 before, so I will answer from the bottom. Well, I answer the bottom 4 questions, so here we go. My favorite toy right now, my wife just got me the Hammond Collection T-Rex, and this thing is freaking awesome.
We just talked about that earlier.
Yeah, it's so good.
Figures in my photo, Sentinel Peter Parker, and the SH Figure Arts Venom.
For those that were, I forget who asked about SH Venom versus SH Carnage, this is a good example of why SH Venom is incredible.
Mm-hmm.
And then, Chris, in your opinion, if you had to choose SH Venom versus SH Carnage, Kaiju Carnage?
Yeah. I mean, but I have a personal bias of I love Carnage. The Venom is a great one. One thing I don't like about the Carnage is that the open mouth head does not open and close. The Venom one you can open a little bit. So.
Oh, okay.
It's good. It's a great figure. Both of them are great figures. I love having both of them because they're just beast of figures. The Carnage one is bigger than Venom in scale.
That was my point. Was depending on if you're okay with oversized, like Chewie just said, like Kaiju Venom.
Kaiju Venom, yeah.
Or Carnage, Kaiju Carnage.
I mean, yeah, it would still make for a great photo. I mean, we saw it last week. It makes a great photo. The Carnage one.
It does. It does.
The red really pops when you hit it right with the right light. Wait, so what did I say? Story behind the picture. There is not necessarily a story, rather than a style that I try to convey. I love the idea of capturing motion in a still photo, however possible. Oh,
It's
I saw
perfect.
some similar artwork and wanted to recreate it in my style of photography. Ah, beautiful. Yeah, it's
So
so
good.
right.
And he does that thing that I think Sir Dork does as well, where he captures or adds little bits of atmosphere in some of the inactive corners. So like on the right side of this photo, there's those little speckles of dust in the atmosphere.
Mm,
It's so
Mhm.
good.
it's a
Yeah.
nice
Very
touch,
nice
right?
touch. Mm-hmm.
It reminds me of like the Raid or like a kung fu movie where all this action's happening and then it's just very slow mo, and then you see like someone get punched, and then all of a sudden, like all the sweat or debris just slowly comes off of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Um, what is a toy photography goal of yours right now? To continue to have fun with this hobby and one day figure out how Instagram's algorithm works. Don't hold your breath.
That's a goal that might be unfulfilled.
Yeah.
And that's okay because as
Right.
we've discussed both in all figures, we discussed it earlier on what's making us happy. And throughout most of the comments, it's not about the algorithm, it's not about the likes, it's about the community and what you're doing for yourself and giving back to others and how you fit within this awesome community of
Chewy,
people.
it's about
Family.
Family.
yeah. We've gotten to that point, huh?
Mm-hmm.
We
Family.
I don't even have to like prompt you. Well, I did prompt you, but I don't even have to start the word.
Yeah. I know.
La Familia.
Same with all the promo codes. I know.
No chewing 15. Okay.
To get atmosphere aerosol like you see in this photo.
Exactly like how you see it in this photo.
You just force
Sort
it in
of.
there.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, maybe one element.
All right. Well, Paul Brown 12, fantastic photo. Fantastic photos all around, 1 through 10 in the TPC top 10 this week. Give every one of these photographers a follow. Every one of them.
Yeah, we had some new people getting followed tonight, and it was awesome. So again, if you're catching the replay, track down, and you know it's super easy. You don't have to search for all of these individuals. You can go to the ToyPic Community Instagram page, where on Fridays they have the 1 through 5 and 6 through 10 celebratory announcements, and then it's very easy to just go visit each of those accounts and hit that follow button on anybody that is new to you.
Robot voices.
It's really funny. And yes, we are at that point of the night where we're going to do a fast pass feature giveaway. All you have to do is type in hashtag robot voices. You don't have to choose which one's your favorite. Some may, but you just have to type this in. We're going to spin the wheel. Whoever gets the name, whoever's name it lands on, gets a fast pass feature onto the TPC Instagram page. And also, shout out to Machu. You should have been asleep, man. If I knew you were going to be on this long, I would have just invited you. I figured you did a recording tonight so you could get some rest.
Yeah, so true. Man, you guys are hilarious. I was at one point, so I was at a family dinner, and I was I pressed the YouTube app to see, oh, they've gone live, and I'm like looking to see where you are on the slideshow. I'm like, all right, they haven't hit it yet. Okay, nope, they're having time. Nope, they're still talking. That's fine. 10:30 rolls around. I'm like, all right, they finally did it. What are they on? 9? Huh? And then at one point, when it got to the what is making you happy, I thought I had like paused it because it had been on what had been making you happy for about like 40 minutes. And I was like, wait, did I pause it? What happened? Then I see a little square of like no chewing, like still like talking. I'm like, no, they're still on what is making you happy.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Well,
I was
when
hoping
you
to
did
pop
that,
in at
you could have at
3.
least click like and make sure you're subscribed.
Well, yeah, of course I do that every time, and then I unsubscribe and then unlike so I can do it again.
Over and over again, trying to
Over and
work
over
that
again.
YouTube algorithm.
Yeah, the
Um,
YouTube. All right.
It's a good point. People in the chat, if you have not done so already and you enjoyed yourself tonight, like we've enjoyed ourselves and being with you, please click that like. It means the world. Subscribe if you've not done so. Ring that notification bell. Consider sharing it to friends, family, pets, mythical creatures, ghosts, whatever. We're good. Thank you so much. But yeah, it's been a good show. It's funny because Yimo and I both agree. It's like, yeah, Chris brings something to the table during our preamble and banter. We're like, hey, let's moving on.
Hey, we all have our roles here.
That's
I like
right.
I don't like to think that I am timekeeper, but I like to like move us along.
Oh,
By the way,
and
ooh, what's up?
M. McKinney has one last question. What dream fight would you make with two characters from two different companies, like Superman versus Goku, Shazam versus Thor, Wolverine versus Odious? Ooh, that's a good one.
I mean, all of those.
Yeah, shout out a friend, Unworthy Collector. So now it's been many months ago, but at one point, Toy Father and I were asked to do one of his blog posts about toy photography, and we did the multiverse because that's something that Chris and I have a penchant for. We love mashing up characters and universes. So I mean, like, it's hard to say because literally, like, that's my favorite aspect of this. I can shout out a collab I did with. Well, I'll shout out two people. So again, they're in the chat tonight: Cal the Collector and Not a Bird, Not a Plane Photography. When we all got Sully's always in a Superman mode, but when I got my Dark Knight Mafex Superman, I was very amped up, and I did collabs with both of them. One with Superman versus Hulk, and another with Superman versus Surtur from Marvel Legends. Just as like I want Superman to punch this big, gigantic, Marvel Legend evil fire god in the face. But I don't know. Like right now, I want to do Superman. I've had Gladiator Superman out on my table with Kratos forever, and I just haven't shot the two of them yet. But like that's going to be a fun one, So it's hard to say like favorite because it's just, or maybe not favorite. You're not asking about favorite, but what dream fight?
I would do
even
Old
Venom
Man
Superman?
Logan
Old Man Logan, okay.
versus The Last Ronin.
That's good.
That's neat.
You'd have to have the motivations right for both characters to fight each other, but yeah, that's that's what I would like to see.
Man, Venom. Oh, Venom against Bane. That'd be cool.
Ooh. And then you get Venom Bane.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
You most
Banem.
Could you imagine?
Oh, you're very hungry. Looks like brains.
Which Bane are you doing? Bane from Harley Quinn? Do you have a registry?
My credit card. By the way,
this is a good one. Batman Beyond versus Spider-Man 2099.
Sure. Did you ever do anything with this jacket yet?
Not that it's on Peer to Be, but I did more with that scarf.
Look at that, man.
That's cool.
Yeah.
A little Noir fired me up. seeing Sentinel Noir, and I'm like, oh, let me just throw this on this SHF Toby. But yeah, this scarf
Now
is
I want that.
ridiculous.
The jacket?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's available still.
mainly the scarf.
The
Yeah,
scarf
the
is
scarf is
awesome because this could easily go on any Mirage Turtle.
It can
Actually,
go on any figure. I had it on Gamer vs. Spider-Man. I had it on Waldo when I was traveling.
yeah.
It's a good accessory. Because then you can, because it's wired, you can pose it so like the wind is hitting it.
What's it called? Peacoat?
Yeah.
I forget what it's called. It's some
I would
sort
say
of
that's
number.
I would say that's a peacoat.
Leo versus Ryu. That's a good one. Superman versus Captain Marvel. Oh, Kamen Rider versus Spider-Man. That's an interesting combo.
That would be interesting. I like that.
Yeah.
Bug versus bug.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. So we're gonna wrap this one up in the next, I don't know, 30 seconds or so. Oh, Suyashama is Superbius. What's going on?
Oh, nice.
Superbius.
Hey, we almost got on queue. We almost did it. You're right. We're getting somewhere, Chris.
We are. We are.
Green Lantern first. Trunks.
How do you like that?
Oh, versus
Ooh,
Trunks. Okay.
nice. That's good.
What would be a good like Vegeta versus what?
Raphael.
Raphael or Chewie's alternate ego. What's his name? Red Hood.
Red Hood.
Mm.
I mean, like Red Hood would get his butt kicked though against Vegeta.
Yeah, he would. He really would.
So would
Raph.
So would Raphael.
Right? So would Raph.
We need like a super. Oh, Deadpool versus Vegeta would be fun.
Or maybe
He would-
Vegeta versus what's his name? Superman's the general
Zod.
Zod.
That
Oh,
would be a
hold
good
on.
one, too.
Favorite copter and Vegeta versus Gladiator. They both ego monsters.
Okay. Yeah, Vegeta versus Zod.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
versus that. Yeah. Well, I just bought that stupid scarf, guys. Thanks.
Did you really? Cool.
Did you get that? Anybody get the Vapor Gunslinger pack?
No, I passed.
I
It looked cool
didn't
though.
only because I didn't know what I was gonna do with it.
Yeah.
I don't know either, but it's just
That's
like
good, too.
I'm gonna get it.
I mean, if it came with the cowboy hat, I probably would have bought it.
Mm.
Chasm.
Nice. What do you think?
It's alright.
I don't know the character anymore.
It's Ben.
Yeah, but I don't know what led him. I didn't do all the legwork to read how he.
It was kind of sad. They really just they did Ben the dirty.
Oh,
I know.
boo!
They did that whole basically he took over again for Spider-Man as Spider-Man, and then that whole arc turned him into the villain by the end of it. So
Okay, but they didn't do it in a good way. Good.
I don't know. No, it wasn't bad. I like Ben. I don't want him to be I want him to be good.
You want him to be the hero.
I want him to be the hero.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I see in the chat. Yeah, Sully ended up getting Gunslinger Vapor stuff because he has the
Nice.
Vaporoni. So that was like ideally
That's
what it was
perfect
made
for
for. But he's the one that shouted out to him, like that said, "Oh, it's up on 5K," because I had just talked about that on the stream Sunday, where I was like, it was on VC Toy Box, and I'm like, I don't know, it's a little pricey. I'm gonna wait for 5K, and then boom, $20 like less on 5K, where I already have an account and rewards points.
Oh,
So,
nice. Nice.
Yeah, those
I didn't get to use any rewards points. I was 5 short of a $5 off, but it's okay.
Oh,
I
but now you
figured
can.
next time.
now
So
I
when
can.
the next
Exactly.
Samurai Turtle gets revealed in November or whatever,
Of 2025.
you can use it then. I just used a bunch of those Nin points from the 2 years, and it got me $6.
Nice. Congrats,
Wasn't
dude.
bad.
That's a little bit off of shipping.
A little bit off shipping, yeah. I think it was like 27 bucks for shipping.
All right, $20.
Mm-hmm. All right, let me click. Only 8.
Entries.
Does anyone else
No.
want in?
Only 8?
Only 8. Anyone else want in on this? What it is that you get to be featured on the Instagram page for ToyPic Community and be entered in for the top 10. So if you're interested, and it doesn't matter if you've already been featured.
Not only that, if you're going to ChrisCon, No Chewing is going to buy you lunch. There you go.
Whoa.
Going to ChrisCon, No Chewing is buying you lunch. Hashtag Robot Voices. Put them in now. Put it in now.
I'm pushing it now because I know none of these people are going ChrisCon. All right, I'm clicking. That's funny.
Toyatic. Not a bird. You kidding. Not a bird.
Oh, we're gonna be spoken to about this.
Yeah. Yep.
Congrats, Sully. Pick a banger. Pick one of your bangers. Constantly putting out amazing photos.
Yes.
Oh, there we go.
Can I get someone?
All right. What? We'll split. We'll split. Thank you, Sully. This is the good car. Plus, yeah, you're gonna be doing. Oh man, how cool are the mega collabs? By the way, the mega collabs that the TPC's been running are insanely good. And remember, guys, I was like, guys, I can't invite. Now I can invite multiple people to a post too. I finally have that. I
couldn't do it on my not this week's reel, but last week's reel. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So, I had the option to, but didn't let me.
Yeah. So I don't know how many. Is it 3 or is it a max of how many?
I think it's 3 or 4 or something like that.
It's really great. Again, take advantage of what Instagram tells us to. As frustrating as the algorithm can be and all of that stuff, they tell you what they want. They want reels and they want us to use the features that they provide. So if you don't want to pay for paid posts and sponsorships and you want your work to be seen, that's the way to do it. So hit me up.
Do it.
People hit me up. Feel free, because I'm always game for using that collab feature. So yeah, just saying.
It won't be in scale, and McKinney, but Effects Hobby makes a jail cell that is somewhat customizable in shape. I don't know if Killer Croc would fit in that though. A jumpsuit Lex probably would. Well, it actually depends. If it's McFarlane, it would be way out of scale.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just looking down on my floor because not Fex has the really nice one, but Five Below has a phone jail, and maybe you can rig that into it. But like Killer Croc is massive, so you'd have to basically take those bars and configure and make your own kind of cage for it.
Oh, and McKinney means no, the entire cell block prison. I mean, if you buy like 12 Fex Hobby jail cells, maybe.
Yeah. And if you have what, 12 feet, would that be like 10 feet?
Did Local Flags ever make one? Do I remember seeing pictures of a jail block?
I know Crashbox Custom makes cells. They're pricey. They're beautiful, but so Crashbox makes a really nice one.
Cool.
All right.
I love you.
Did we spin again? Wait, did we spin again or no?
Oh, no, are we spinning again?
No. Not a bird. Gift it to someone.
Oh, gift it. Oh, that's for putting pressure on them to gift it?
Yeah, just let us know.
Oh, all right.
Hold on, I meant to do this before. Yeah, keep.
Yeah, he don't have to do it. He doesn't have to do it publicly. He could just mention
Yeah, no,
this.
just DM
Yeah.
us and yeah.
That's what I meant. Like, you're gonna put him on the spot? Come on,
Oh,
that's a
no,
lot of pressure.
no, not right now. Choose right now.
Yeah, no. Perfect. That works.
Guys, it is 12:40.
You love every moment of this.
The funny thing is when
I will
you
during
guys
the summer, yes.
when you guys were on vacation and I had Sir Trevor on, when we got done, Trevor was like, "Was that your longest stream?" And I was like, "No." I'm like, it's definitely in the top 3 of TBC top 10s. I said, but I think we had a couple. At this point, I think that one would I think it's now like being pushed down the list in terms of length because we've just been going.
I mean, I didn't even think your Trevor one was very long.
I know.
didn't
Look,
think
I
it was
know.
long.
It also went by so fast because again, just we have fun. We have fun here. But I miss my boys. 2 weeks in a row, baby.
100%. Hey, I'm glad I could make it. And hey, everyone in the chat, you always kill it. You always give us great questions to ask, great comments, great funny tidbits, and you get us to learn something like, what was it? Gobo.
Gobo.
Gobo. Go between lighting.
Go
Nice.
between lighting. So we learn something every day.
Yeah.
And we also learned that the last Ronin in alternate universe was also Wrath.
Well, that was our Mandela effect, right?
Yes,
For
that's
real.
right. That's right. I want It All Figures to draw what that might look like. One still.
I see what you did there. I love it. All right,
draw what I'm imagining, please. I did upload the most recent lullaby, so it's ready for you, gentlemen.
I saw it pop out. Well, are there any last words for either of you before we?
Yeah, I wanted to shout out Stephen Morrow. You guys just enjoy the conversation, enjoying the present, and across disciplines, you guys are awesome. Thanks so much. Again, appreciate you guys. We say it all the time, but the chat is just as much a part of the show as we are, and you guys make this so much fun for all of us. And just a quick reminder, if we get into plug stuff, that last Sunday I had on Chewy and the Between Two Sentinels boys on Nebo Reviews Everything, and we had a blast discussing. Again, that was a super long stream too because we just loved hanging out and talking about toys and doing all this fun stuff. And then Toy Talk, your little hiatus has ended. You guys returned. I'm sorry, I wanted to join you guys, but it just didn't work out. But I will.
Well,
keep sending me the link.
We had Toy Talk, and we invited Yimbo, guys, and Yimbo wasn't on it, but it was still a lot of fun.
Yimbo no-showed on us.
But it was still a lot of fun.
But
that's the whole thing. I think now we want, like, seeing how, Between Two Sentinels, TPC, Yimbo, Toy Talk, we just like, hey, here's the link. If any of you can make it, come on in. And it just creates a better dynamic across all of our content to have everyone from different shows to be able to be on it and just talk randomly about stuff. And I feel like what I like about Toy Talk is that there is a different dynamic, bringing in Danny, bringing Cox Create, and then having any of you guys jump in as well. So
yeah, I almost did at the very end once my wife went up, because what was I telling? Oh, we were watching The Witcher. Toss a coin to your Witcher. That's the song I was singing to my wife. She was not happy. Thank you for chuckling, because she just was like, "That's not how it goes every single time."
I think that should be a segment. Yimbo sings things very much not in the right key.
Yimbo messes up the jingle.
Yimbo messes up the jingle?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
Oh, man. So when she went up, I hopped on at the end, and I was like, oh, are they still going? Because I'm like, I'll just run downstairs. But you had already started your wind down, and I'm like, I'm not going to be that guy that's like, ha ha, shut I'm here, bitches.
That would be funny.
But you did that for Wade's stream in that morning. You just went in and you sparked up everything. I did not realize that they were on at that point for like 9 hours.
But not only that, they were in California time. So at that point, it was like 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, and I did not know YouTube had a limit on how long a stream can be.
Oh,
6
really?
hours.
Oh, is
Yeah.
it 6?
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
did
fire
2 6-hour episodes
That's
back to back.
ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
So now we know what it would look like. I don't think we're ready for it.
We're almost at 4 of this one. Jesus.
Yeah, I know.
No, but 4 is way different than 12.
Oh,
Sure.
for a 12-hour one. But they were also having people popping up. Yeah, no, it's definitely, you got to have a lot of talking points, a lot of toys around.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
And the
But,
6th man comes off the bench named Yimbo. Take us home.
Speaking of which, why don't you take us home, Yimbo?
Unite my toy collectors, photographers, and more. We had some fun tonight, but we're out of pictures to explore. We thank you for your time. It was nothing but sublime. Though it's time to go to bed, don't be filled with dread, because next week we'll be right here. Your toy daddies will appear to bring you joy and laughter every night and here on after.